Welcome to D20 Deathmatch. Fate of the Arbiter. Sands of the Arena. Last time on the Fate of the Arbiter, our heroes, Flynry, Locket, and Toddlheim, ventured across the vast lava fields to the eastern outpost, meeting Orin, the commander of the installation, pushing forward with their invasion of the Servants of the Void, infiltrating their compound, sneaking past all of the foes and the enemies, were able to find the Arbiter, their mission to rescue him. But it just happens. It turns out the Arbiter was evil the whole time. Go figure. His plan to overthrow the Grandmaster made plain, and a battle ensued. Our heroes fought valiantly and defeated the Arbiter, chopping off his hands, as heroes do, and bringing them all the way back to the Dread Fortress. They were surprised when the visage of the Grand Master faded, and once again they were in front of the Arbiter. The Arbiter made it very clear that they were not going to be speaking to the Grand Master that day. And not only that, they were now branded traitors, and they would be fighting to the death on the sands of the arena. As the portal opened, you were thrown onto the arena, into the sands, fire shooting up around you. You'd been here before. You'd seen this arena the night the Arbiter was taken. As the hot night air blew, sand in your face, dust flying everywhere, the acolytes screaming, "Ah!" The Arbiter flies into the air, spreads his wings. "Acolytes! I have returned to satiate your bloodlust." Welcome you to the sands of the arena. He looks down at you. Well, it's time for some fun, I think. I believe a death match is in order. As he flies around, making a show of it to the spectators, to the acolytes, flying around with his wings in circles. "Acolytes! Do you demand blood?" The crowd goes wild. "Ah! I give you 3 champions, former teammates, former compatriots, now forced to fight to the death." As he looks down at you, well, get on with it.
I just look at them. Yeah.
I don't think I'd like to fight any of these two.
You can't expect us to fight. We just went through so much together.
Also, you're the bad guy in all
Yes,
this.
you are.
Really?
The acolytes, what a vivid imagination these champions have.
No, this is not true. You must listen to us.
He's a liar. He's very tall, but he's a liar.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. If the Grand Master was here, she'd be appalled. Never before have the champions refused to fight.
We're friends, not
refuse.
foes.
No fighting these two. I think the 3 of us. I mean, we already beat you once. We could always try it again, I suppose.
I like this.
I do agree, yes.
Surely
What do you say,
one of you must...
Arbiter?
Yes.
Would you like to challenge us?
Yes. We will gladly fight you again.
Well, I think that could be arranged, but maybe not quite yet. I'm sure surely one of you wants to spill the blood of the others. One of you must value your own life, your survival. You, Toddlheim, I know that you're prone to violence. I've seen it.
Yes, that is quite true, yes. But not against my compatriots, no. We've been through too much. Much too much.
And I think that these two, I'm not one who makes a lot of friends, and to have two that are fought blood brothers, and well, I suppose a single blood brother and a blood sister is nice, and I feel good about that. I don't want to hurt them.
Well said, good sir. Well said.
Well, I'm just, I'm not. Well, you've put me in a tough spot here. This is not what I normally do here. I know, I get it. You're a little hesitant, but maybe I have to get the juices flowing. Maybe for the acolytes, this one time, I'll play into your games. We'll see where this is going. What do you say, acolytes? We'll take them somewhere special. See if we can't convince them to fight. As the Arbiter snaps his fingers, and everything around you appears to like disintegrate and evaporate. And all the sand in the arena, the acolytes fade together and blend into a new scene as you are now high above a city in the side of a temple. Above you, a large statue of the Arbiter himself looms over the top. Lightning cracks from every direction as the Arbiter stands over you now on a balcony. The acolyte's still now above you, but in a very dark and sinister new arena. You didn't want to fight in the sands of the Grand Master's arena, but maybe you'll fight in mine. I know it's a little garish, you know, with the statues and all, but sometimes you have to love yourself. You know what I mean?
I mean, well, there is a limit to how much one should love themselves. The statue that large is a bit. I feel like he may be slightly overcompensating for something there. I don't know.
I don't think he gets a lot of love from others, so he probably is
Clearly not the Grandmaster. No.
loving himself.
Listen, what would you know about it? Do you know how hard it is to find someone who can make a statue that large? Especially at last minute.
I listened to a Haley Seinfeld song once about all this, and there's a lot of allegories happening back and forth. I see some similarities here. You know, it sounds quite lonely. Do you want to be our friend? Also, how did you get your hands back? You've got both now, and I'm just wondering because I've got in the bag. I've got a couple of hands, and I thought they might have been yours. It looks as though I was wrong, but just maybe you've got new ones.
Roll me a history check.
Okay. My worst stat. Great.
Perfect.
Excellent. That's a hot 8.
-1.
Or sorry, 5.
Even with a 5, you do remember just shortly, you know, moments ago when the Arbiter's hands that you had brought disappeared, shriveled up, as they were the visage of the Arbiter, as he looks down at you. You simple-minded fool. You can't even remember 5 minutes ago.
Oh. That's
a low blow.
It was a long 5 minutes in his defense.
That's the longest 5 minutes of my life.
It's like a month.
That is quite right, yes.
Speak up, Toddlheim. I can't hear you. Did you have something to say?
Are you sure?
Yes, you might have to project here in the arena.
I do have to say, we are not going to fight each other. I mean, if you're planning on taking us on to several different trips to several different arenas, it might be quite nice. I might be able to stamp my passport, but we're not going to fight each other.
But
my
humble
friends
traveler, I too would like to see multiple arenas. Is there
This
more?
sounds quite wonderful. Yes, I'm sad I didn't bring any
That's
snacks.
not. No, that's not how this works.
Arbiter, this still stands. We will gladly fight you again. That will give these acolytes a show, and we
a
can
nice
still
one.
move on.
I mean, unless you're too afraid after last time, which I understand, you got your tushy whooped quite nicely.
What you defeated was merely a visage, a fraction of my power. A golem, a stand-in, a mist.
Well, better
Well, then
that
show us.
than fighting our companions.
Right.
If you truly won't fight your companions, if there's nothing I can say to convince you, I won't fight you myself just yet. I'll let you earn that privilege. As he flies up once again raising his arms to the acolytes. Acolytes! Welcome to my arena. In this arena, death is certain. And we play with all types of forces of magic. And all types of evil here. Everything that you could imagine, everything in your wildest dreams, your nightmares, exists here in this plane. But maybe I should just show you. As the Arbiter raises his hands, kind of disappearing himself and reappearing up in the stands with the acolytes on a really giant, garish black throne. As he sits, eating some grapes at this point, raises a finger and points, and out of the floor, you see bones and ooze and goo start to form together as a deathlock appears before you, standing straight across you, and it looks at you, kind of a foul imitation of life. Raising its hands. Now you can see clearly magical effects as in front of it a line is a line of vampiric kobolds.
Oh.
Now populates just in front of you. Champions, if you won't fight each other, then you will fight all of the creatures of the darkness. And as he...
Well, that'll be quite all right. Well, let's get to it. Wonderful. Splendid, good sirs.
Typical Friday.
Yeah.
I do find these terms acceptable. They're just little ones. They're quite tiny by comparison.
He said vampiric, so be careful.
He said, doesn't he want to have a bite of you?
I don't trust anything that wants a bite.
Let's hope they're not hungry. Maybe we can just ask them to leave.
As the Arbiter sits eating his grapes, well, chop chop. Roll for initiative.
Right. Yeah.
A 22 from Locket.
Yay!
It's
A 10 from Flynry.
Oh no!
Natural one!
Oh no.
Toddlheim with a natural one. These kobolds will roll their initiative.
That was almost a 1.
Holy cow, there's so many of them. I didn't really realize they weren't going to fight as a pack.
Oh no.
The Deathlock also forming his initiative. Remove some of these combatants that didn't exist anymore.
Oh no, I hope they don't have pack tactics also. Oh no. Oh no. You just reminded me.
I was hoping for like one initiative for all
Yeah.
5 of them and
Oh,
one
dear
for
God.
the other guy.
Dear God.
This is the Arbiter's arena, not the Grand Master's arena. You will find no favor here. As Locket, you are the first to act with a 22
Okay.
initiative.
Well, I am going to use my feline agility and try to get some high ground, which is my specialty. So I'm going to kind of go over here, and I think I'm going to climb on this little pillar here.
Okay.
So I have, well, actually, I only have 30. I thought I had more movement, but that should be fine. Okay, and then I will look down and try to attack. I'll attack one of the kobolds. I'll attack this one that is all the way at the bottom there.
Okay, you've got the height advantage. Go ahead and roll with or you get the height, so roll with advantage.
Oh, perfect. All right. So let's just go with that. 19.
A 19 will hit this kobold.
All right. So that is
Oh.
Oh, wait,
Oh.
that's not the damage, right?
that is 9 damage.
That was a D20 that rolled, was it not?
Oh shit. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Let me do that again. Maybe it'll be better. Maybe 8 piercing.
8 piercing damage.
And then I go again, and I will attack it again. Let's see. That is a 23.
Okay, that'll hit.
And that is 7 piercing. my
Okay.
second attack.
15 total piercing damage. As you sink those arrows into this kobold, it hits. Doesn't do quite as much damage as you thought it was going to do.
No, I hate that. I hate when they say that, when the DM says that. It's the worst.
He seems to not mind the arrows sticking out of his chest.
Oh, gosh.
The arrow sinks in, but it doesn't seem to affect it. You know, you're not sure why, but it doesn't quite pierce the hide as effectively as you wanted it to. Anything else for your turn? Bonus actions, movements.
Bonus action. I am going to actually I'll wait till my next turn. So that's it for me. I'll just yell to them, my arrows aren't doing damage. Well, they are, but not enough.
Locket, he doesn't seem to mind those pokies out
Yes.
of his body.
This
This
is
is rather unsettling.
yes, it is. And that's my turn.
Okay. This first kobold at the top here will charge in. Let's see how far away are we here? About 30 feet. It can get there.
Dear.
Perfect. Perfect. I love it. This first kobold's going to charge in at you, Flynry.
Oh god.
As a reference, these guys do have pack tactics,
No. The worst.
meaning
I
they
don't
roll
know
with
what that
advantage.
means.
They roll with advantage when their
Oh, when-
allies are nearby.
They are the worst.
Oh no.
We'll not get to
I
pack
hate-
tactics here, but they do have it.
Once the it's the worst.
Goes in for a bite. Does an 8 hit you?
No.
Okay, a bite does not hit you.
Flurry puts out his hand like the school bully, keeping the little kid from punching him, you know, just holding his forehead.
That's exactly it. It runs in to bite you, misses. The second kobold, arrow still sticking out of his chest here at the bottom, is going to charge in and try to bite you, Toddlheim, with advantage given its pack tactics.
Curses.
That will be a 24 to hit. Does a 24 hit?
What should I check?
Your AC, your armor class. That little shield looking thing.
Oh, 13. Yeah, it does.
Okay, 24
Oh,
is
God.
gonna hit.
Oh no.
It's going to
13.
deal 8 piercing damage
Oh.
and 8 necrotic damage. 16
Oh my
points
God.
of damage unless you
We
are
are.
unless you're resistant.
I don't think I am. Wait,
Okay.
hang on.
We're so screwed.
You are resistant to poison, but not necrotic.
Not necrotic. Damn it.
You know what? For the sake of this, I will let you be resistant to necrotic as well. It's a necrotic poison. There we go. So you'll take half of you'll take half of the 8, so only 12 total damage.
Okay.
Instead of 16. So never say I wasn't nice to you.
He's right. He's right.
Yeah. Totally.
The fact that he's being nice means that we're in danger.
Yeah, we are.
Third kobold also going to rush up, seeing that you're up high. Locket, he's going to rush and take a bite at Flynry as well. Again, attacking with pack tactics with advantage.
Oh.
An 11. Well, an 11 hit.
Oh, that's me again.
Yes, you, Flynry, yes,
No,
sorry.
it does not.
All right, second kobold's going to miss the chomp on you, even with advantage.
I think he's got 2 of them by the neck in both his hands.
These 2 guys they're quite feisty. They've got a lot of vigor. They're trying to bite me, but I don't like that too much. I'm just gonna keep them over here for a bit.
This kobold, kind of looking over at Locket, is going to try to make his way up the steps, and he's going to attack you here with disadvantage because you are up a level from where he's at. So he's going to try to make a bite at your ankles with disadvantage here.
Nasty little thing.
So that'll be a 18. Does an 18 hit?
That does hit. That's a good roll.
Okay, he's able to bite at your ankles, and that's gonna
Ow.
be 5 piercing damage and 7 necrotic damage.
What? Okay.
12
rude.
points of damage coming in from this repeated kobold vampire spawn.
Ow.
Super rude, man.
Get away from me, you little thing! I'm trying to like kick down at it.
They're quite annoying little
They
guys.
are.
And now, as these kobolds charge in at you, the Deathlock mastermind in the back raises his hands, looking at you, kind of with this cricked neck, just really just no thoughts up there, just pure chaos.
An
As he-
empty. Just
just an empty husk of evil. He's going to cast Chill Touch on you, Toddlheim, sensing that you are the magic user in the party. He wants to reach out and stop you from being effective. So he's going to use this Chill Touch as a ghostly skeletal hand forms out to you. Do you have to make a saving throw? I believe. Nope, that's a hit. 9 does not hit you though. As this Chill Touch, this giant ghostly hand comes out to you, you're able to fend that off, to use your magic to resist that power. And I think that'll be. I think he's gonna as a bonus action. I think he's gonna Misty Step himself 30 feet. So over. Let's see. Over yonder, over by these stairs. He's gonna Misty Step over here. That'll be it for his turn. As the last kobold, finally the last kobold will rush in here as well at Toddlheim. Gonna make two attacks here, advantage with the bites, the pack tactics.
Ooh. Oh no.
That'll be a 25 to hit. These things are savage towards you. That'll be
Jeez.
7 piercing damage and only 3 necrotic, so another 10 points of damage from this kobold. Unlike the Visage of the Arbiter, these vampire kobolds mean business. They're here to kill.
Oh god.
I do think that these kobolds have successfully landed more hits than the Visage of the Arbiter did.
I know.
I think you're right.
Right?
That's right. We were pretty healthy to like turn 12, and then
Yeah. Yeah. You're not wrong.
okay.
All right, it'll be Flynry's turn finally to the bottom of the order here. You have 2 kobolds that you snapping, trying to bite you with these large fangs.
Okay. So I have unarmed attack. So I'm going to try to refamiliarize with my monk here. I think I can attack 2 times.
Yeah. So as a monk, you have 2 attacks, and then also if you use your Flurry of Blows, you could do 2 more unarmed strikes, but that would cost a key point as a bonus action.
That's
So
totally fine.
You can
We're
hit
gonna
4
spend
times
it.
if you want.
All right, let's do that. So
Okay.
I got to do. We're gonna get. Where is Flurry of Blows? Here we go. So this will be. Do I have to lead with that, or doesn't it matter?
It does not matter. If you're using Flurry of Blows, you'll have 4 total attacks. You can do them whatever order you want.
Okay. I'll do Flurry of Blows here.
Okay.
And this will be the first to hit on the leftmost kobold.
Okay.
That's a nat 1.
Natural 1. As you come in with that flurry, you're going to lose your second flurry there. So you'll still have 2 regular attacks, but you're losing your second half of that bonus action as you punch in there, and it really, the kobold catches your fist with his teeth, with his mouth, just chomps down on you for a second. Not hard enough to, bite through your hand or anything, but it definitely, you feel those teeth as you punch him right in the jaw.
Ow. That hurts. Stop that, naughty. I'll slap him on the face to get him to let go of my fist. That'll be how I give up the other attack, because I'm taking the time to bat this one off of my hand. And I'll try again for the same one, I suppose, since he was so rude. That's a natural 20.
Let's go.
We need it.
So you will do
Yeah.
maximum possible damage on this, which I believe is 10
Okay.
for you, plus your roll.
Okay, 10 for me plus my roll. So
Mhm.
here's
There
the
we go.
roll on Flurry of Blows 7 bludgeoning damage, excuse me.
Okay, so 17 total on that crit, and you still have 1 more
Another.
hit.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do it on the
Juicy.
same one. I'm mad at this guy now. All right, 2 hit. That is an 18.
That will hit.
All right. And we'll get our damage here.
Another 7 bludgeoning damage.
Another 7.
So 24.
Now the critical hit, when you punch him, it felt good. It felt like you broke some bones that that damage was applying. You got a solid strike in there. But as you strike him with the second hit, you realize this second hit doesn't do quite as much damage as you were hoping.
You know, I thought he was feeling quite squishy a moment ago, and then I hit him again, and his face seemed to be a bit harder, and his teeth, they're still there. I thought I would have knocked a few out, but all right, well, I suppose that's it. Let me take a look at my bonus actions here.
Yeah. You have.
I have Flurry of Blows as a bonus action.
Yeah, that's what you use as your.
That's what I use.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you still have your movement here.
Still have movement.
If you move, you'll take an attack of opportunity from these creatures. As you're trying to move away, they'll attack. Be able to get one free shot in. So.
Okay. I will go ahead and. How far is my jump distance?
Your jump would be.
It says it's doubled for a turn if I use this ability, so I'm just trying to figure out how far that means I can go.
Your jump would be. Let's see, what's your strength here? Probably no more than 10 feet. Roughly 10 feet.
No more than 10 feet.
Yeah. So if you doubled it, you could jump 20 feet.
I could jump 20 feet.
10 feet. You're a pretty solid character.
Nimble guy.
Yeah. So you'd have a good jump.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna go ahead and use Step of the Wind.
Step of the Wind. I like the idea. It requires a bonus action, does it not?
Which I've already used.
Which you've already used.
Yes, I have. Just kidding. So in that case, yeah, I think I won't take the attack of opportunity. I'm gonna hold the ground and keep the teethy bits at bay. Hopefully.
All right, fair enough. As you punch in those, landing a couple solid hits on that northernmost kobold, really putting a dent in his health there. Let's move on to Toddlheim the Great.
Can I use Enlarge Reduce on myself?
You
so.
absolutely can. Yes.
Nice. I'm gonna use that.
You absolutely
I've
can
about had it
enlarge,
with
reduce yourself.
These filthy creatures.
So you will grow a size here. Give me just a second, and I will I'll make you a grower.
Add the effect.
Give me just a second. Okay, you grow one size.
Yes.
Now a large creature.
So cool.
Oh my
I am
goodness.
sick of you.
Can I use
Whoa.
Acid Splash, or am I done with the actions?
So enlarge, reduce. Is that an action? Was that an action spell, or is it a bonus action?
It was a second level spell.
Okay, second level spell. So you've used your action. I would let you use a bonus action to cast a cantrip, though. So if you have Acid Splash is a cantrip, so you can use Acid Splash.
Okay, I'll Acid Splash the one that's already weak.
Okay, the one that's already weak, and it's it's gonna make a Dex saving throw, or is it a roll? It's saving throw, right? Correct?
Well, Acid Splash.
Yeah, Dexterity saving throw.
It's a Dex, I think. Dex 14.
Okay, Dex 14. Saving throw coming in from this kobold. Apparently, if it'll roll, I'll
So
just
shouldn't I roll mine first? Oh.
Ooh.
he rolls a 9. I believe that's gonna fail. I think your save was a 14, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so he rolls a 9. That is a failure. We'll take full damage. Go ahead and roll the damage for that. Maximum damage. As you splash this acid all over this kobold, it seems to do the full amount of damage as it begins to bubble and boil, and it is on the verge of death as it looks more like Spawn now than anything, as its face is just burned and singed, and it is it's having a rough day.
Do you know, Flynry, Toddlheim, I think I like you when you're bigger. You do. It's a very nifty trick.
Okay.
Proving to be a shower and a grower.
Oh my god.
Perfect. Okay, Toddlheim, you've used your action, bonus action. Anything else for your turn?
No, I think I'm done.
As a reminder, I believe when you are enlarged and reduced, you get additional damage to physical melee attacks, correct? Is that right?
I didn't see that.
I believe.
It says I've got a constitution buff.
Oh, you've got a constitution buff? Oh,
Ooh.
nice. Solid. I think enlarge and reduce, if you've doubled in your size, you deal 1d4 extra damage using weapons. You know what? You're a magic user. I'm just gonna give it to you. Roll 1d4 extra damage right now for that acid splash. It's that little triangle one at the bottom right.
Yeah.
2 damage on the nose. Your acid just continues to eat through this kobold, through the bone as blood and goo start to drip. He starts to look like, like the guy from RoboCop as he's like melting. And you destroy this kobold. You kill him outright.
Yeah, baby.
Perfect.
Win.
That vampire kobold is now dead. All right. And that will end your turn at the top of the order. Locket.
All right. So I have 2 options that I was thinking of doing, and well, I think I'm going to do. So the question is, if I do something that's like AoE and it has a cone, a 30-foot cone, could that potentially, if I jumped, I was thinking of jumping down here. So Locket kind of jumps off of this high ground, if I can, there we go. And I want to blast the kobolds, but not my friends. I'm not sure if that's possible.
Yeah, if you're able to see that cone right there, you could do something like that if you'd like.
Okay.
It would include this one here as well.
Okay, perfect. So Locket jumps down. She's like, I have had enough of you too. And she is going to cast Fear.
Okay.
And you see Locket, these kobolds look at her, and her face goes from like this cute kitty cat to like a feral like beast, and like her
Let's go.
her claws are just massive, and her teeth begin spawning fangs that are even more fangly than these kobolds, and it frightens them. They have to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 14.
Okay, wisdom saving throw for all of these kobolds.
They don't look very wise to me.
They don't.
There are 3 of them, so let me go ahead and just let me see if I can roll this via this. 1 second. Wisdom saving throw coming in. First one is going to be an 11.
Yes.
Second
one
one.
fail.
A 9.
2 fails.
Third, a
3
6.
fails. Yes. Perfect.
And then there's you can't get this 4th one here in that cone without hurting your friends, but those 3 here.
That's fine. They are frightened by my and like the scary cat lady, and they run away. They must use their next turn to dash. Can't do anything except dash and run away to the safest place as far away from me as possible.
Okay.
And
have we seen you do this before? Like, have you done this ability before? Okay. Flynry's gonna look at you becoming quite beastly, and just kind of like his cheeks are just gonna turn a little red, and he's gonna just like try to like not really he's just a little like taken aback by the fact that you have this ability that turns you somewhat beastly, and he's gonna maybe like kind of go slack jaw for a moment and like almost lose his grip on the one's neck that he's holding onto, and it's gonna chomp it, and he'll snap out of it. But he's distracted by your by what most would find fearsome, but he finds quite remarkable. So
Todd hears the commotion behind him. He's like, "You liked that, didn't you?"
I don't. I mean, she's got her, and I can do that. And anyway,
It's fine.
And then
Impressive.
bonus action. I'm just going to prepare. I'm going to just touch my quiver, and it imbues this flame. And all of my arrows are flame arrows now, so that'll
Dope.
get it ready for my next turn when
Cool.
I attack. And that's all for me.
Okay, perfect. As we move into this this next round of combat, as Locket takes her action, these kobolds now frightened, just as their compatriot dies. Not that they care about that, but the fangs, the fangs you showed, the fierceness. They're gonna fully 60 feet over towards the edge. So they are going to taking their dash action. All three this round will flee
Perfect.
all the way over.
whoa.
It's okay. I'll give it to you.
Oh, I was gonna say, I just realized that both those spells are concentration. So
It was badass. So I'm gonna let it happen.
okay, cool. Yay!
Yeah.
Yay!
That's why we watch D20 Deathmatch, kids.
Yeah.
Truth is, I don't even actually know any of the rules. We're just having fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
So these kobolds are gonna run away. The Deathlock though will still be here, taking his turn this action, as he's gonna look across at these the different choices in front of him and looking for something that'll deal a lot of damage here. He is going to cast Blight.
Oh no. That's a bad
That
thing.
guy liked
Yeah.
One second.
Who's he casting it on? I'm scared.
Oh man.
I play enough Destiny with Taken Blights to know that nothing about the word blight is fun. Like,
Mm-hmm.
He will cast it as you've made a show of scaring his kobolds, his vampiric creatures. He will look at you, Locket, and raise his hands as he starts to suck the moisture out of the atmosphere, and you start to feel your skin and your fur dry and your blood just be pulled. You need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That's a 14. It's probably not enough.
A 14. Let me see what the save is here. Where's the DC? Where'd this DC go? Hold on. I will find it. It's stuck here somewhere. Just hang on the edge of your seats for a minute.
I know.
I think it's gonna. You save? You save. You just save. I just wanted to double check. You save
Thank God.
just with a 14. You just save. So
Oh
you will
my God.
take half
Half.
of this necrotic damage. Let me
Still gonna hurt. Oh.
where's this at? Casting this at the pact level as a 5th level spell. 8d8.
Look at all those dice.
You will take 18 necrotic damage as
A
that
lot worse.
raises its hand and that blight just
That could've been
sucks the
horrible.
vitality out of you.
And I think I have to roll to maintain concentration on my fear for that.
You do with 16, so yeah, you'll have to a 10.
I always forget what I roll.
A Constitution saving throw.
Just Constitution. Okay.
That'd be a 10.
oh, hell yeah.
Okay, I do.
All right.
Maintain it.
Able to maintain your spell, your concentration there. Yeah, okay. Deathlock is gone. These kobolds run away. The last kobold still here is going to attack you. I'm going to give it disadvantage because you are so large. Now you've grown in size. It'll be a little harder to penetrate, if you know what I mean.
Hold on.
Oh, no.
Wait a minute.
Run, Toddlheim, run!
Does a 13 hit.
It matches my armor class. Does that?
Okay, that'll be a glancing blow. Then it will deal half damage.
It'll hit. Yeah.
Nice.
So that will be it will be half of the 5, so 3 points of piercing, and then half of necrotic, so 1 point of necrotic. Give you 1 point. So 3 piercing,
4
1
points.
necrotic, 4 total.
Nice.
So a small bite, but you've grown so large that it really just doesn't, small pinch on the ankle, but not quite anything to do some serious damage to you. As that kobold will finish its turn there, and Flynry, it is now your turn.
Okay. Bum, 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 bum. I have to review my my shifter sub race.
Okay.
So give me just a moment.
What are you wanting to do?
Well, it says bonuses to everything depending on your shift sub race. So I'm trying to find out what those are to decide if it's time for me to get a little beastly myself. But I'm not finding where those are hidden. So
let me check it out here. This is one subclass I haven't done too much.
Okay.
You gain a plus 11 of temporary hit points. Additional benefits depend on your shift or sub race. What was your sub race?
That's what I'm trying to remember.
The best one.
The best one. Here. I can go into your.
The best one. Yeah, it was the. Yeah, it was whatever one has the most power.
Whichever one. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, in this very specific situation. Yeah.
And it changes depending on what we're doing.
Yeah. By the way, yeah.
So, yeah, I know I picked one, but I don't know.
Okay, let's find out. Let's see if I can't find it for you.
Yeah, sorry about that. I
No,
thought it
you're
would have been
good.
here
You're
in
good.
my race descriptions, but
Should be maybe in your class
Apparently not.
features potentially.
class feature.
Was it? It was because it was a racial or it was a class?
It was
ability?
racial. So
Racial ability. Okay.
Shifting is in shifting
Okay.
there.
So shifting feature. While shifted, you have advantage on wisdom checks, and no creature within 30 feet of you can make an attack roll with advantage against you unless you're incapacitated. So you would negate these pack tactics from these kobolds. So they would have to roll flat.
Nice.
Flat. So yeah, Flynry is going to go ahead and, having been inspired by Locket's very elaborate display of fearsomeness, will go ahead and shift into his own beastly visage.
Oh yeah, shift real hard.
He looks back at the Arbiter.
Yeah, the arbiter totally says that while he's eating grapes. Shift it.
Okay. Here I am. Hello.
Sorry, takes a drink of wine. Don't mind me. Just enjoying the show.
Continue on.
Turn back to this spot here, and I'm gonna move towards what Deathlock.
Okay,
over
turn
here.
to the deathlock. Go for it.
All right, so we're gonna head over here to get to him, and I am going to unleash a Inflict Wounds.
Inflict wounds. Okay, go ahead and roll that. Or is it a save? That's a to hit,
It is a
right?
roll. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Oh yeah.
Let's go!
Oh my gosh!
Fist of Fury.
Another natural 20 for Tej tonight. Let's go. Okay, roll that damage. It is maximum possible damage. So
Maximum
plus whatever you
damage.
roll. So that'll be inflict wounds. That is 30 points of damage plus your
17, so that's 47 damage.
47 damage. As you
actually, it's necrotic damage too.
Yes, 47 points of necrotic damage. As this wave of necrotic energy hits this deathlock, it doesn't affect him as strongly as you might think.
The necrotic.
He will take. I'll give you the full 7, but he'll take 27 points of damage rather than the 47 points. Because you crit, I'll give you the better half of that 7, but he doesn't quite. In fact, he sucks up some of that light energy and necrotic energy, and it kind of swirls around him, almost as if becomes a part of him. And just.
Oh no. Okay. Well,
Locket was still impressed by that.
Turn around, wave at Locket. I suppose as my bonus action, I'll try a flurry of, well, I'll do an unarmed strike. I won't waste another key point for now because I don't really know how this guy works just yet.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and just try to hit him with some fisty fists.
Okay.
That's a 26 to hit.
26 to hit. That will hit.
Okay. Great. And that is 9 bludgeoning damage.
Solid hit, but again, does not quite do the impact that you're used to your fist doing on individuals of living flesh. As you pound on it, just seems to not even care. It's just resilient. It's like you're striking bone and cartilage over and over, and you're kind of realizing that you're pounding on undead flesh here, and it just doesn't seem to care.
Okay, Flynry in frustration and kind of, this will be the first time maybe that the party sees him abandon some of his passive demeanor. And in this beast form, he's just going to throw his hands down towards the ground, point his head towards the sky, and just let out this like roar that fills the caverns that just is this pure frustration and rage of not having his typical success with his fists. So it turned
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else for your turn as you scream out in rage?
Yeah, he's gonna turn back, and just because of the scream, he'll finalize this turn by staring this Deathlock right in the eyes, and just drools coming out of his beast-like jaws. That there's almost this insatiable, just this moment of waiting.
Perfect. As you scream in the air, Toddlheim, now enlarged, big chonker running around this battlefield. It is your turn.
Let's go. Okay.
You have a kobold sitting right next to you here, still a vampiric one.
I'm gonna move towards Flynn.
Okay.
Help him out with the situation.
Yep.
Not too close though.
When you move, that kobold will try to take a bite at you.
Okay.
Attack of opportunity, again with disadvantage because you're so large. Natural 1!
Oh, nice.
1.
Beautiful.
With that natural 1, it will have disadvantage against you no matter what. Large or small from now on. It cannot seem to bite you. You're in its head.
Perfect.
Let's go.
He finds you so large and
If I can
intimidating.
look back like
We're all scary right now, honestly.
I'm gonna do acid splash on the necro thingamabob.
Okay, acid splash. Is that that is a saving throw, correct?
Yeah, Dex.
Dexterity saving throw. And what's the radius on that? As I believe
60.
60.
60 range at least.
It is a let me double check here real quick. Gotta remember what this is. Okay, so you can choose the creature here. Awesome, perfect. So a dexterity saving throw from the Deathlock. Coming in, fairly dexterous for an undead guy. Dirty 20. It will succeed on that attack. Does he take half damage?
I think he'll take half damage.
Okay, half
Probably.
damage of that, and so that'll be 5 points of acid damage as this acid hits its bones, and it does seem to take full effect. So this damage comes in, and you're realizing that this magical type damage is working.
Okay.
He didn't seem to like that bit there.
No. Can I hit him? No, I can't hit him again, can I?
You used a cantrip. I will let you. I'll let you use that as a bonus action if you want, and you can cast a full spell as an action.
Okay. Let's hit him with the magic missile.
Magic missile auto hits.
Yes.
Roll the damage. Okay, 2 force damage. What level are you rolling this at?
First level.
First level. Do you only get one? I think you should get more.
I think it's
3.
3. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think you can roll.
So roll 3
three
times.
3 of those darts. All right.
Okay.
7 points of force damage.
Okay.
And those will also all apply as they strike into his flesh, kind of chip off some of the bone, and you're starting to see him stagger a little bit for the first time. Still not, affected, mentally, emotionally here, but physically definitely staggered for a moment.
Good.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
No, I don't think.
Actually, roll me an
no.
extra D4 of damage there because you're enlarged.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, another 4 damage on the top, and that will all apply. As you start to chip away at this deathlock, it's starting to look kind of roughed up. Obviously, it's still in pretty good shape, but you're starting to make some headway with it. It's starting to look like it's been in a battle. All right, Locket, back to the top of the order.
Okay, so maintaining the concentration on my fear, I'll go ahead and just grab a arrow from my quiver, one of these flaming arrows, and shoot at the kobold that's still there.
Okay, with advantage.
Okay, so attack 1. 21.
21 will hit.
So this will be, that's the piercing, and let me roll. So that'll be 9 piercing and 4 fire damage.
9 piercing, 4 fire damage. That's 13 points. It will take all of that damage. Wait, no, incorrect. It will take half of the piercing, so it will take 5 of that and all of the fire damage. So 9 total so far.
Okay, and then I roll with my second attack, a 25.
That'll hit.
And that'll be 7 piercing and 1 fire damage.
We'll take half of the piercing and all of the fire, so another 5 points of damage as you sink a couple arrows, and these seem to be doing a lot more damage than your initial arrows as they go in a little bit and start cauterizing some of the flesh, and just it just kind of moans out and squeals as you sink these arrows into it.
That's it for me.
Okay. Now to these other kobolds here, can they make a save?
I think they do, yes.
Okay.
While frightened, save this move. If the creature ends its turn in a location where it doesn't have line of sight to you, the creature can make a wisdom saving
That's
throw.
right. Okay. They have to continue to take their action to move further away?
Yes, correct.
Well, the only place they can really go is behind this statue, so they will break line of sight there.
Okay.
By moving behind this statue, just because that's the farthest place they can possibly get from you at this point. So they will all
And then,
roll this wisdom.
14 DC.
First will fail.
Woo!
The second, this middle one, will succeed. This one that's hurt. And the third.
Nice.
Natural
0!
1.
It's a 0.
Natural 0.
With this kobold is so frightened of you with this natural 1, it will actually jump off the side of this ledge just to try to get away from you.
That's amazing.
It will dive to its death.
Go.
Oh, heck yeah.
Like a lemming, it
Yeah.
just goes
Yeah.
off the edge.
As it
Gold.
jumps off the side. I didn't sign up for this.
Oh, so they can speak. Oh, goodness. I don't think I expected that.
It comes in and things start to looking up now. One of these kobolds jumping off the side, the deathlock looking rough, the acolytes screaming and cheering and chanting, demanding chaos and more chaos. They're actually going to inspire you guys. They are not only going to give each of you a hero point, but so that means you'll be able to push yourself beyond the bounds. You've used hero points before, I believe, so you can have 1 hero point apiece. They will also, though, at the same time, summon the Box of Chaos.
Oh.
Another item you are familiar with, the Box of Chaos. So that box will begin to materialize on the field of battle. I'll get that up here in just a minute, but the box of chaos is now out, and you will be able to use that box to sacrifice something in order to potentially get a magic item. Bring this
the
out here.
acolytes seem to be most lovely and also most horrible all at the same time.
So this box of chaos is actually just going to be situated right here in the middle.
Wow.
So you've seen this box before. You've sacrificed your pearl of healing to it. Some of you in the past, up in Orin's keep, but it has been summoned here by the acolytes. And should you wish, you may make a meaningful sacrifice to this box of your choosing and potentially get a magical item. Or you can, you don't have to.
We could. Oh, we're out of the. This is out of the combat loop.
Yeah. So, well, it's
Okay.
you could you'll have to do it on your turn, but it's a
turn.
free
Okay,
action
okay,
to do
okay.
it. But you'll have to move over there and
Sure.
and sacrifice something. You have to give something up. Okay. So kobolds rolled. One jumps off the side. Then the deathlock will also take its turn here, as the acid splash hits it in his chest and starts to burn through. This deathlock is going to cast poison spray, and so he's going to raise his hand at you, Toddlheim, as you just attacked it. As a puff of this necrotic, all this necrotic and residual energy it's sucked up, the blight energy is going to spray out in a kind of a gaseous form into your face, as you now have to make a Constitution saving throw.
No!
Natural.
Oh, no.
Natural one.
There's no way.
You
What a
will
life.
take critical damage from this spell. So let me go ahead and roll the regular damage. You will take 38 points of poison damage. You're
Toddlheim.
resistant.
No.
I am resistant.
Oh, thank God.
So only 19 points of poison damage as this puff of fumes comes out and you breathe deep, but it doesn't quite, it doesn't quite do it. It will then take its turn. No, that's his action. Never mind. It'll just stay there for the moment, kind of locked in here, really not feeling too threatened yet. So it's going to be locked in here, poison spraying you as you resist that, though. And the acolytes, as this happens, scream even louder, even just more thunderous, even drowning out the sound of the lightning and the thunder all around the arena. As they award you a lucky. Each one of you has a lucky. That means you can re-roll one dice. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a saving throw, an attack. You can choose to use it at any time. So you have a hero point and you have one potential re-roll of any save, any attack, any whatever. So you have a lucky die and you have a hero point, as well as the box of chaos now on the field of battle. And with that, this last kobold down here, you sunk 2 arrows into it. It is going to move up and climb up this railing, these stairs to get to you. It will be attacking you with its bite. But first, as it pushes towards you up these stairs, you notice that the arrows begin to push themselves out of the kobold's chest as it begins to regenerate itself, those wounds closing up as it gains 10 points of healing at the start of its turn here. And now on top of you, it will bite down, but it will miss with a 10, I believe. Does a 10 hit you, Locket?
That misses.
Okay. So 10 will miss, but it has regenerated itself here. Now standing face to face with you in front of this kobold, and I believe it is now your turn, Locket. As we get to the it's Flynry. Flynry.
Flynry. Oh boy. Flynry's just. I mean, he's so. He's so involved in this in his beast form. Beast form lasts a minute. I'm assuming through all those turns, he's about shifting back. Is that about a minute to cycle through all those kobolds and the poison and everything else?
So a minute in D&D, each turn is 6 seconds. So we're talking 10. We're talking 10 rounds of combat, pretty much.
Great. I'm shifted. We beast mode,
Yeah,
baby. Let's go.
You're in there for the duration of this fight, more than likely.
Okay. So I have a quick question, actually. I was just reviewing during the last round. So I have a martial arts ability here.
Okay. Yeah,
that says that I can use Dex instead of Strength for attack and damage rolls.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then I can roll my martial arts damage die in place of normal damage. Have I been like rolling less damage than what I could potentially be rolling?
Yeah. If your martial arts die, I believe it will allow you to
use Dex.
Yeah, you can use your Dex for sure. So I believe your Dex is already calculated into your strikes. I think it just automatically uses your dexterity.
It just auto does it. Okay.
To hit.
Cool.
But I believe if you have your martial arts die, let me double check this before I tell you wrong. Maybe that would be under class features, right? Where is that? What was the name of that?
That was under features and traits for me. Sorry. Yeah, class features. Martial arts.
Martial arts. Make an unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Because I've been doing that one. But then it's like,
oh yeah. So you can roll your martial arts die, which is just a different die. You see, you're rolling D4s here, or no, you're rolling D6s instead of D4s when you're on your unarmed strike. So you're already getting that benefit.
I'm already getting it. Okay,
yeah.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure that it was already calculated and make sure I wasn't missing out on stuff.
Yeah,
right.
you would normally
Software
have a
is awesome.
D4 for unarmed strikes, but you're rolling a D6 instead.
Tight. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cast a cantrip for a minor illusion.
Okay, cast a minor. What are you trying to do?
I'm going to cast a exact visual depiction of myself in the pose, staring at the dark guy.
Okay.
So that I have an opportunity to run to the chest.
Okay.
Without taking an attack of opportunity.
Usually, a minor illusion is something that is kind of like a sound or a small object, but
let me ask you this, because I saw that too, and I know I know it can't. So if I do a visual thing, it can't basically create any. It can't sound. It can't touch people. It can't do anything. Basically, I want to create a freeze frame of me.
Yeah.
In complete silence.
Okay.
Right there, just so that it maybe might take him a second to wonder if I've cloned myself or. Yeah.
You know what? Roll your. I will roll this Deathlock's. Let's see. I'll roll his intelligence versus your. Go ahead and make it your stealth as you try to cast this and kind of sneak away. I'll roll his intelligence to see if he's able to kind of perceive through your guise here.
11.
Okay, Deathlock Mastermind.
I might have advantage to that because of Beast.
Okay, yeah. Was it a
Give
wisdom?
me a sec.
It was not a wisdom, so you would not. But
it's just a wisdom. You're right. Yeah.
You rolled an 11. He rolls a 7. You are able to stealth away as you leave this this still image behind. You're able to sneak away, and he is unaware for the moment.
Okay. So I'm going to approach the chest. And as you guys may or may not remember from last time, I have a very unique piece of very valuable jewelry that I brought from my homeworld that I almost lost in a gambling match, but then intimidated my way back into keeping. And I'm hoping that this magical box will deem that a worthy sacrifice to be able to roll something from the chest.
When you say intimidated, I think what you mean is misinformation your way.
Yes, that is true.
I told him I have a condition.
As you drop that bracelet in, the box lid slams shut and it rumbles and spits open. Roll me a 1d10.
1d10. You got it.
There we go.
An
That's an
8. Roll me a D100.
That is a 49.
49. I don't know what this is going to be, but it's going to be good.
Nice.
No way.
Uh-oh.
No way. As you
What is it?
as you this box opens back up, out of it floats a set of armor, a breastplate. As you take it, as you grab it, you instantly know the properties of this. It is an armor of resistance. This
Ooh.
this armor will make you resistant to. Ooh, we're gonna roll for it. Sorry, let me go
Everything
back.
this dark guy has.
Necrotic. Yeah, or whatever.
Here's hoping. An 8. Okay, so you will be resistant to necrotic damage. So
Right. So I don't know if you're gonna let me do this, but we'll see if I can break some of D20's rules.
sure.
I have
There are no rules here.
penalties. I have penalties when I'm wearing armor.
This for this armor, it's a magical type of armor because you have sacrificed the box of chaos. It will not affect your movement properties or anything like that. And additionally,
Nice.
it'll give you a +1 to your AC, so you can actually
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's go.
All right,
can
let's do
actually-
it, baby.
because you made a worthy sacrifice. I'll actually update your armor class here for you.
Sweet. Thank you.
Gotcha. So you are 19 now. So 18 should
Excellent.
show up there.
Excellent. Okay. Do I have to refresh the page?
You may have to refresh.
Okay. I'll just refresh here.
So if you don this armor, you'll be resistant to necrotic and have a 1 AC increase as well. So
Perfect. Okay, so that's a cantrip and a movement action. I
Okay.
assume I can't then go back over to him.
how far have you moved?
I have moved, and actually in beast form I go further.
Okay, you go 40 feet.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll say you can get back. It's 40 feet there and
Okay.
back.
Cool. All right. So then I rush back over to him. If the illusion that I put up gets interacted with in any way, it is determined to be an illusion and then cannot exist anymore.
Right.
I would like to kind of crash through it like a weird like mirror that has a still image of me all of a sudden becomes me.
Okay.
And in the hope of surprising this necromantic being.
Deathlock.
Deathlock, thank you. Gosh, I don't know why I couldn't get that one.
So you're trying to surprise it. Okay, let me
I'm
roll.
trying to surprise the Deathlock.
God.
Oh.
You
Do I
can,
get to roll anything or no?
What?
you
Nat
know what?
20?
You can try to roll. You can try to roll a stealth. Go ahead.
Okay.
Got to be the nat 20.
Oh, please also roll that 20. Oh.
Nope.
Unlucky.
Too low stealth rolls.
You crash through this thing, and nothing happens though. The illusion is shattered, but it doesn't seem to phase the Deathlock. So it doesn't really. You don't get any sort of surprise or advantage from that.
Sure.
That thing, as it's able to perceive this kind of as you're coming back. It's kind of already kind of picking up on this as an illusion, and you kind of crash through it, and it's used to magic, so it's seen this before.
Okay. In that case, I suppose what I will have to do is just simply attempt an unarmed strike to further chip away at the.
Okay.
I don't want to do. I don't think I want to do inflict wounds because that seemed to almost heal him. So that was not great. We'll just do an unarmed strike here.
Okay, go ahead.
And it is 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Great. And that will be 7 bludgeoning damage.
7 points of bludgeoning damage. Doesn't do quite as much as you had hoped, but it'll do 4. So it'll do half damage on this as you bludgeon him.
Okay.
Anything else for your turn?
I
believe that's about all your action economy
that's
there.
about it. Yeah, that's kind of
Okay.
I'm kind of done it all.
All right, Toddlheim the Great, still enlarged, still in charge.
Sir.
Quite
Want to
impressive.
roll acid splash again?
Roll acid splash again. Go for it. Yeah. He's gonna make a dex save, correct? Yep. Dex save is a 8. It will fail.
Yeah.
Taking full 8 damage, I believe. No, taking 9 damage. Roll an extra d4 on there for your extra damage. Another 4 points of damage. This one will take full effect as you hit for 13 points of damage, and this Deathlock is looking very bloodied now as it's way under half health. But your
So that was
acid
my
is...
cantrip. Can I still use a spell?
Yeah, I'll let you use a spell.
Can I do a 5th level magic missile?
You certainly can.
Let's go.
Roll it.
Okay. Magic missile. So you'll have to 5th level. You'll have to roll how many?
So +4, I think.
Yeah. So 7 d4s. So roll 6 more of those d4s.
Jesus.
You got 4 so far.
6 more.
Just go ahead and roll 7 because you'll have the extra. Plus 20. So 24, and then roll another one.
Yeah.
26 points of force damage with this magic missile. This thing is looking pretty rough now.
Oh,
As you chip away with that force starts to crack those bones and break them and starts to like crack away at this thing, and it's yeah. It's looking pretty rough. Anything else for your turn?
Can I Misty Step away, or am I done?
You've already used a bonus action by using your cantrip, so you cannot Misty Step away.
Gotcha.
So that'll be the end of the turn. Locket, you are up.
All right, so a couple of questions. The last time we played, I had taken a potion of giant strength, which normally lasts for about an hour. I don't know how long it's been since we fought the Arbiter.
So
you said 5 minutes at the beginning.
This is true.
So when you fought
you couldn't remember the last 5 minutes. That's what he
fought
said.
the Arbiter.
It is.
You fought the Arbiter in the fortress, and then it took you several days to journey back to the Dread Fortress. As you traveled back across the lava plains, it took you several days.
How convenient!
Hey, go watch the VOD. I said it. I narrated the shit out of it.
All right. So I do not still have a 29 in strength.
You do not.
Well, I was thinking this kobold is annoying me, and there is a. I'm gonna climb back up on this little pillar, and I see this like brazier looking thing or torch or whatever, this flame. I want to try to like either like knock it over, or like spill it onto the kobold.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's a big win.
Make yourself a strength check, or unless you're gonna try to do this in some other way.
Yes, I was going to do that, but I did not get rid of that +9. I do not have a +9 in strength anymore. So I'm trying to see how to manually remove this. Here we go. I got it.
What is your normal plus to strength?
It is, it's normally, I just have an 8 base score.
Okay, so that would be a -1.
Not very good. I thought I was stronger for some reason. Okay, this is not good. I'll give it. You know what? I have luck, so I'm gonna use my luck, and I'm gonna. Well, we'll see how I roll.
Don't use it. You're able to do it with an 11.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't want you to waste it.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
It's not like bolted down or anything. It's just a bowl of fire sitting here.
Yeah.
So you imagine if you kicked it and you just stubbed your toe and nothing happened. Ouch! Oh, it hurts.
You tip this bowl of fire over, and this kobold will make a dexterity saving throw to avoid the incoming fire. It is a 14 to hit. What is your normal save for your spells and things like that?
Normally it is 14.
Okay, so it will tie. So it will just save. It will take half damage. This will be 5d6. Go ahead and roll me 5d6 of fire damage. It'll take half.
Ooh.
Yeah.
4, 5.
Juicy.
Oh, that's +5, I think. Nope.
Yeah, that's +5.
How do I do?
Just click it. Click the d6 5 times.
Yeah.
Roll. All right, let's see.
15 points
15.
of fire damage. It will take half. It'll take 8 points of fire damage as it singes it, but it's able to dive out of the way just in time to avoid kind of the oil spilling onto him.
Lucky.
Super.
And
Very dexterous.
I believe so. That's my action. So I would say that is my turn.
Okay. Your turn.
Mhm.
So now we have the... Let's see, this kobold over here by the statue. He's going to have to make a still broken line of sight, have to make a wisdom saving throw to break the fear at the end of its turn. Still afraid. The other one will make a wisdom saving throw as well. It will succeed,
14.
I
Yeah.
believe.
Succeeds. Yep.
Okay, so this one is going to succeed at the end of its save, and additionally, it is going to regenerate itself, gaining back 10 points of health. This kobold, though, kind of seeing the other kobolds following its lead, still being continually frightened, it also realizes that this is a no-win situation for him, and he is also going to leap to his death.
Nice.
So one mentally tough kobold hangs in there, regenerating himself as you guys are pounding down on this deathlock. The death
Team, do we think that this might be like a cut off the head of the snake and the body dies situation? Like,
That's
do
what
we
I'm
wanna
hoping.
just like throw
Maybe.
everything we've got at deathlock over here
That-
and hope that the kobolds are
You might be right.
okay?
It's what would happen in Skyrim, at least.
that's true. That's true. Let me see 1 second here. Look at this. We got here. This oh yeah, this deathlock, feeling a little bit cornered here by both of you, is going to lash out as it's using this necrotic energy, starts to whip out like tendrils, almost like octopus squid arms that just start flailing around, striking randomly as it invokes its arms of Hadar. And you, anybody within a 10-foot radius here, you have to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Love it.
Toddlheim, you will succeed.
Love it.
21.
Ooh, very
Flynry,
good.
you will succeed. So you both will take. Let me take a look here. This will be necrotic damage. So you're both resistant. So you'll both take 8 points of necrotic damage instead. You are not affected by these tendrils in the way that they take away your reaction, though. But these tendrils are out and flailing now in this space around you. Additionally, with those tendrils, it will reach out at you, Flynry, and it will use its grave bolts to try to strike you with one of those tendrils as well. So it's going to try to just directly attack you, kind of in a piercing motion here with 21 to hit.
21 to hit. That does hit. Do I have an opportunity to use a deflect missiles reaction? Are these considered projectiles?
These are not projectiles. These are kind of attached to him. They're almost like arms. They're coming out of him. So not projectiles. He will deal 4d8s. So this will be also necrotic damage. So you'll take 8 points of this. You must make another strength saving throw.
Okay. It is 21.
Okay, you succeed. You are not restrained as these tendrils try to just latch onto you. You're able to fend off that second attack as well. Okay, Deathlock has gone. The kobolds, this kobold here by the brazier is actually going to, as you spill this fire over on it onto near its body, it dodges out of the way, but then it stops for a moment, and it looks at you, and it looks down at the fire, and it looks at you, and it looks down at the fire, and it and it dives onto the ground, rolling its body in this flaming oil. And as it does, it rushes towards you. Now aflame. It will deal extra fire damage as its body burns. It will also take damage every round.
Wow.
It will bite for 22 points, or 22 to hit, I believe will hit.
That'll hit.
This will be the piercing and necrotic damage, so that is 10 points of piercing necrotic damage, and then 2d6 of fire damage, 11 more fire damage. It will take half of that damage towards itself. So it will take 6 points of fire damage as well as it begins to burn, but is dealing 21 points total to you on that turn.
Ow.
Holy cow.
Wow.
I've never set an NPC on fire and then had to
I
attack
know,
somebody.
right? It's pretty amazing.
I've never done that, but it sounds fun. Like, this sounds good.
That was pretty dope.
Okay, that kobold will take its turn,
Ow.
and it will be Locket's turn.
Is it mine, or are we already back at the...
Oh, sorry, it is. I keep forgetting. Flynry, it is your turn.
I just remember I'm the top, of initiative.
There's so many kobolds in the order, I lose track of which one's which.
I'm a bit forgettable. It's okay.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, so Flynry, still chilling here. Beast form, new armor donned.
Finish
looking
him.
quite flashy. Is going to reach out with the... I would like to make a check if I can. You can tell me which one.
Okay.
So you try and determine if the deathlock seems equally resistant to necrotic and bludgeoning damage, or if there is one that seems to be hitting just a little bit harder.
You can make an intelligence saving throw, or an intelligence check. Sorry, not saving throw.
Okay.
Perfect. Intelligence check. Oh, really? That's a 7.
Oh.
A 7. So you don't notice anything specific. You know, obviously, this is all maybe a little over your head in terms of magical capabilities. Not sure if you've seen the Deathlock before, but you have hit it with enough necrotic and bludgeoning damage to know that they have been resistant to both of those things. In fact, you've noticed the only thing that seems to do any type of damage is non-necrotic magical damage.
Excellent. My specialty. Let me go ahead and try the Inflict Wounds then. We'll go for the Inflict Wounds.
Okay, Inflict Wounds to hit, I believe.
It's a 26 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. And in that, we are going to do 17 necrotic damage.
17 necrotic damage. It will take half of that damage, as it is looking very, very rough here.
And as a bonus action, in my just pure rage of how angry I am that you are not responding to my fists of fury, we're gonna give you a nice unarmed strike.
Okay.
That's a natural 1.
Oh, man.
As you strike in, you kind of lose your balance. This Deathlock will have advantage on you on its next attack if it chooses to attack
Not
you.
want to die.
Not what I wanted.
Natural
die
1
already.
is never what you want.
I'm gonna assume I don't get the second strike on that one either, do I?
No, you will lose your second strike as you're kind of
Perfect.
penalized here, as you're losing your balance, and this Deathlock is just unfazed by you, even though he's on the verge of death, just seemingly unfazed. So I believe it'll go to Toddlheim. I believe it is your turn now.
Acid splash.
Acid splash. As you,
I like the idea of Toddlheim being giant and also a valley girl, like at the exact same time.
as you,
Acid splash time. Oh my god.
as you go to acid splash, this Deathlock will. You can go ahead and roll the damage. What was the damage for that?
6.
And it's a dexterity saving throw. It will save. It will take half damage here from the save.
Okay.
Okay, so okay, that was you've been using acid splash as a bonus action. Like to use an action.
Yeah. We'll go with the 5th level magic missile again.
As you begin to cast that magic missile, feeling very sure of yourself, that Deathlock raises a hand, casting Counterspell.
No! This thing does not want to die.
We'll do this as a roll off here. You have to make a roll with your spell attack, which you can find underneath your spells at the very top. You have a +6 to your spell attack. It's that little purple dice up there. So you might just have to manually do that under spells, and it's your +2 modifier, +6 spell attack, and your 14 DC.
Wait, where is it? Sorry.
So above your cantrips, it's like in the menu bar under spells. So if you click actions, you click spells. Is that what purple dice? So yeah, roll a roll. This will be a spell attack versus a spell attack roll off here. So you'll need to roll a D20 +6.
D20 +6.
And this is at 5th level, so he's gonna have a couple. What level were you casting this magic missile?
It was
5th.
level 5.
Yeah.
5th. So go ahead and add a D20 +7. Go ahead and add an extra level.
Okay. So 1 D20 +7, yeah?
Okay, yep.
Okay.
13, as he holds up his hand trying to stop this spell. 19 will beat your 13. Your spell will be ineffective. It will not. You'll still use this spell, but it will not count.
Shoot.
As he's able to hold off your attack for the moment. Bonus action. Any movement you'd like to do?
Yeah, I want to Misty Step away.
Good idea, but you have already used your bonus action. You're not currently engaged. No. You could move. You're not right up on him, so you're able to move freely without taking an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Wait, how far is that? That's far enough.
Yep. All right. Leaving Flynry alone, right up in the jaws of the beast.
I mean, he's pretty healthy right now.
Flynry's looking okay. His new armor is pretty jazzy.
Yeah.
All right, Locket, top of the round.
All right, I've seen my comrades fighting this thing, and it looks like it's on its last leg, and I'm in agreement of this, trying to cut off the head. So, despite this flaming cobalt being next to me, I'm going to try to use. I'm going to use my first action with my longbow to try to attack. And let me just see. So it's 40 feet, and mine is it's 150 feet, so I can definitely hit him. So I will roll to try to hit the Deathlock.
Okay.
That is a 21.
That will hit.
Nice.
Okay, and so I'm gonna do my regular piercing and then my fire damage with my flame arrow. So it's 8 piercing and 2 fire.
8 piercing, 2 fire. That'll do 4 damage on the piercing and 2 fire damage. That Deathlock will go down. What's it look like as this arrow strikes him?
It's just like because I'm so far away, I'm like 30 plus feet away. You see this arrow, and it's like that one scene in Lord of the Rings with Legolas when it just like it goes, and you watch the arrow go and just go right into the head of this thing, and it takes its final hit and just falls backward with the arrow in its skull.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. That Deathlock just obliterated, falls to the ground. This kobold, sensing the presence of this Deathlock dying, is going to try to run away. You will get an attack of opportunity.
Yes. So I'll try with my melee, my short sword.
That'll hit.
15. Oh, yes. 9 piercing damage.
9 piercing damage. Doesn't do quite as much as you thought, but it will still do some damage there as these kobolds. This one will take off this way. Kind of looks like it's disengaging a bit. This other kobold in the back is going to stay hidden, actually, kind of sensing the presence that this Deathlock is done. It's kind of biding its time, waiting in the back. So for the moment, it seems like you're not completely out of combat, but things are looking up here as you're going here. These guys both are going to start running. He's actually going to take his action to dash, kind of all the way over here to the side. and kind of get well out of the way. But as the deathlock dies and once again it seeped up from the stone, it begins to kind of seep and ooze back into the stones, and a few bone fragments lay there as the Arbiter stands up and looks over the balcony. Just, well done. You have defeated the forces of evil. All should tremble before you.
I think you should tremble, Arbiter.
Do you think it's over? Do you think this is where you've had your hero's victory?
Where are your minions now?
Well, granted, the one is laying in a puddle there, but like I said, there's always the creatures of darkness to aid me. As he waves his hand, and out from the floor, 3 more deathlocks arise out of the floor. At the same time, he waves his other hand, and 3 vampiric spawns ooze up out of the floor, out of the darkness. Again, raising his hand in the back, he's going to summon a night hag, who appears by the box of chaos.
Holy shit!
And as he looks around,
You just had to ask, didn't you?
Well, I mean, admittedly, I didn't think he had so many little friends hiding in the floor. The room is empty.
This is bad.
I don't hide my friends in the floor. I mean, at my house, you can't find my friends in the floor, but here, seems he waves a bit, and then out from the floor come more of his friends.
you know, something's missing. I think it's like a fine painting, like a work of art. You know, it's not quite done until it's done. What? As he waves his hand again, I got it. 3 werewolves materialize in front of you.
Oh my!
As they look at you and they just at Flynry. But I'm a fair individual. I'm a magnanimous ruler here in this domain. I won't let you fight them empty-handed. And he's going to cast down, and he's actually going to raise his hand, and a green light waves over all of you as he will heal you for half of whatever health you're missing. Just because I want to make you do math.
Great.
Yes, a calculator.
Cool.
I'm pulling up the calculator app. Half of what I'm missing. Okay.
Half of whatever health you've been damaged, he will heal you for that.
So 25, I heal 4.
26, 27.
I'm gonna heal back 8.
Perfect. So he will. You can never say that I wasn't fair. That I didn't give you a fighting chance. And you know what?
You
I'll
call
even-
this fair? Why don't you come down here and fight us yourself? Oh, no, you won't, will you? Because you know how that goes. Coward.
I think we can both. Roll an intimidation.
Woo, go Toddlheim!
Let's go, baby!
Roll an intimidation. Woo.
Wait, hang on. Which is it? Is a skill?
Yeah, it's under the
Yes.
skills, intimidation.
It was almost a 1.
It was worth.
Dang it.
The last gasps of a dying man. I will let you live in your illusion for the moment, and you know what? It's just not enough. I have to even the odds even a little bit more. Feel free to use the box of chaos. My minions won't stop you. You are free to use the box of chaos before the start of the next round if you choose.
I'm going right up to the box of chaos.
And as you walk by, these vampiric summoned creatures are just they're 3 women that are just and the werewolves are still as the deathlocks are over on the side. Just making all the Halloween sounds I know.
I love it.
Well, let's see what I have. That's valuable to me. Well, I no longer have a potion of Storm Giant Strength, so I'm going to remove that. I have Potion of Healing, which, that's useful for me.
That would be a valuable item.
I would consider that pretty valuable, especially in a fight like this. So I will go ahead and deposit that into the box and hope that it gives me something better.
Thank God this isn't Pokemon, because if you offered just like a potion as like a the Arbiter would probably laugh in your face.
Yeah, you know
wow,
what?
thanks. Really nice.
You know what? I could really use that potion, so hopefully I get something good. I don't know.
I secretly hope you just roll a potion of healing.
I know, I just get one back.
So you throw that.
Chest just gets mad, spits it at you.
Yeah. This is a
Get that out
gamble.
of here.
You throw that potion into there. The box slams shuts, rumbles like you've seen before, flips back open. Roll me a 1d10.
Okay.
6.
6.
Okay, roll me a 1d100.
Okay. 80.
80. I don't know what this is. Hold on.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm not sure if that's
Nice.
good or bad.
It's not quite the same reaction that we got when I
Yeah,
opened up
for
a suit of
yours.
armor. So
Yeah.
roll me a d6. And roll me a d6.
Okay. 2.
2.
there are 6 variants of the item he doesn't know what it is offered to you. And you've now had to determine the sub-variant of the item.
Okay, the box will actually, for the first time, sensing that you're in this dangerous situation and how valuable this potion of healing is to you, it will shake and for the first time ever, the box will raise up multiple items. You must choose one of these items. The first is a headband of intellect. It is a shiny golden headband with a large purple jewel on the front. It will, your intelligence score is 19 while you wear that headband. If you have a 19 already, it takes no effect. The second item is a medallion of thoughts. This is also a locket, a chain that you would wear around your neck. It has 3 charges. You can expend 1 charge to cast Detect Thoughts from this. And they reset at dawn, so you can detect thoughts with that. Or the third is the Gloves of Missile Snaring. This will allow you effectively to have deflect missiles. So you could reduce the incoming damage of a missile or throw a missile back of a ranged attack, a projectile.
Okay. I think a lot of these things are more melee. I kind of want the Detect Thoughts one because I'm going to use it on the Arbiter.
Nice.
So I'm going to go for that little medallion.
Okay. So you take this as you choose this medallion. It as it forms to you, it actually pops out. It starts to change shape into whatever form you imagine for it. So what does this locket look like as it?
I think it looks like a locket, a little heart-shaped locket.
Okay.
So I'll just wear it around my neck with this little heart-shaped locket.
Oh, that's adorable.
As you put that locket on, you are able to use the Detect Thoughts spell 3 times. It has 3 charges. They reset at dawn.
Are you still in your like beastie looking?
I'm not. I would say I dropped the. Actually, are the kobolds gone? Are they still around? Because
there is one kobold here, and there's one here that saved against your throw. This one had saved previously, so you're not scaring anybody.
Okay, so I would drop the fear then.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm no longer feral.
I would like to ask the Arbiter for a cinematic bonus of like radiant beauty for Locket to now donning this adorable locket to have like just a natural glow.
Yeah,
it's like a L'Oreal commercial.
Absolutely, it's faint. It's a glowing mist that somehow forms a halo. It's almost like some sort of phosphorus neon light, like some sort of radioactive waste dump has been dumped in the back. Obviously, But it's nice. It gives off a nice glow. It's like it's somewhere in the background. There's like an explosion at the nuclear plant, but it gives off this nice halo.
Good news. You look like a pile of toxic waste.
Maybe it's radiation. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Get out.
So.
Oh, no.
Okay, can I look up at the Arbiter? With my new glow, I look up to where the Arbiter is, and I try to make eye contact with him.
Yep.
Arbiter, is this really what you want? And I'm going to try to distract him, but I want to cast Detect Thoughts on him. But just distract him a little bit.
Is this what I want?
Yes, I'm asking you. Do you really want us to fight all of these things or fight each other? Why are you doing this? And I'm trying to provoke him a little bit.
What I wanted was for you to fight to the death. You've been in my way this entire time. Sure, I thought maybe you were useful at first. Maybe I could manipulate you into serving my purposes, but you've made it very clear that you're going to stand opposed to me. I gave you the option. You even made me kill Orin. And I liked Orin.
We didn't want you to kill Orin. You made that choice. Don't blame it on us. The choices you made, Arbiter.
Rude.
Yes, but you led him down the path. You led him astray. And in the end, obviously I had to do what I had to do. But of course this is what I want. This entire realm will be mine someday. And it begins here, in this arena. My arena.
Okay, and I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts on him.
Okay.
So, I don't actually, so I don't have to do anything. I actually just get his surface level thoughts, and if I want to probe deeper into his mind, then he must make some sort of save. So right now, I can just get his surface thoughts.
Yeah, the surface thoughts coming through, you're sensing just a seething, even though he's kind of more put together, he goes off a little bit maniacal vibes, but underneath it's just pure seething rage and hatred. You can feel how much he hates the Grandmaster and how much he hates you by proxy because you are attempting to side with her, with Orin, he feels a very it's almost embarrassment that his plans have not gone exactly how he's wanted them to go so far. He kind of considered himself very intelligent, very conniving. Everything had kind of fallen into place for him before until you guys showed up and kind of fucked everything up. So you're getting these waves of just seething rage mixed with a little bit of shame and kind of disillusion about what's happening. Kind of a shifting of blame, kind of on the surface.
Okay.
I'm not sure you want to go deeper in that.
I know, this seems like a lot. This is a lot of baggage that I don't know if I want to go deeper.
Oh my God.
Is Locket also a therapist in her spare time?
No, right? I'm thinking about maybe I shouldn't.
You're going to need to be.
Tell me about the relationship with your father. Like,
My father was a drinker.
I think maybe I'll hold off for now.
Crazy.
I'll hold off for now.
Okay.
As I detend all of these feelings, I just kind of hold off, and I'll just kind of go back and, if they allow me, go stand my ground.
They're standing by for the word of the Arbiter, and kind of as you're probing his thoughts, if you looked up, roll me a perception check.
Perception. It's pretty
Oh,
nat 20! 26!
Natural 20. Yeah! You, as you're in the Arbiter's mind, as you're looking at him, you can see that your presence there, it's not unknown to him that his mind is being probed. You're able to decipher that with that natural 20. He is well versed in illusionary magic and manipulation magic, and so you can see his hands. He's going to try to play it cool, but you can see his hands break the banister in front of this stone banister. He will crush it, dig his fingers in until they bleed, as blood just starts pouring from his fingertips as he digs him into this concrete. You can see that you've really pissed him off by entering his mind. Just another layer of.
I think we're breaking him.
Of you shouldn't be here. This shouldn't be happening.
We must stay strong, I said to the other two. I think we're breaking him.
Toddlheim, would you like to use the box of chaos?
No, I don't think I've got anything. Nah,
It doesn't have to be an item. Feel free to get creative.
Flynry will look at Toddlheim, evaluating whether or not to approach the box, and still in this very large kind of beastly visage, just kind of give him this like a.
The Arbiter will even look down. Champion, do you want for nothing? Surely a sacrifice of some sort. Perhaps a pendant, a spell book, maybe even your own blood.
Ooh.
We'll go with the blood. You're not taking a spell.
Good. You're going to need it.
Head up to the box, and then pull out a little dagger and just cut my hand open and drip it into the box.
Okay. Roll me, because you are sacrificing your own vital essence, roll me 2 d10s and take the higher of them. I'm gonna add them together.
3.
Just because I want to. Roll me a d100. $41. Okay. Toddlheim, tell me about your background with magic. Your tendencies. Maybe even obviously you've used magic throughout your life, but as you've grown, anything you regret or are ashamed of in terms of your use of magic. Anything that haunts you, maybe even.
One time, I lost control in a bar, and I burned the place to the ground. Everyone died. They weren't good people, but it wasn't the death that they deserved.
Some heavy stuff.
As the box of chaos flips open, and as these flames kind of hit you in the face, the box almost peers deep inside of you, sensing this past regret, and offering you a chance at redemption. These flames rise up higher and higher in your eyes, and suddenly in your brain, in your mind, you gain a piece of knowledge you didn't know before. You now have the 7th level spell Firestorm, which you can use. You can use one time.
Wow.
Damn!
One time.
You have a one-time use of Firestorm as you just remember
That's
those
awesome.
flames coming out of this box, and the reflection of those flames in your eyes just kind of mirrors what's inside. So you can do you know how to search that, or do you need me to send you a link for that?
Yeah, send me a link, please.
Okay, yeah, no problem. So as you're staring into that box, the Arbiter says, "Well, it seems we're all ready for the second round. Then take your places as you were." And with that, I will let you guys take a 10-minute break as we dive back into the action. When we come back, acolytes, the blood will flow in the Arbiter's arena. We'll see you in 10 minutes.
Is your dog ready to find love? Well, finally, there is a website just for them at dogsonly.woof. Bow wow.
In my head, it sounds like when that, like the meme of that kid playing Titanic on the recorder. You know?
That's exactly what it is.
The Jurassic Park version.
It's been a bit since I've played, but we'll just put that away for now.
Nice dice, Dice Daddy. Good roll, Dice Daddy. That's it, Dice Daddy. Don't be shy. Get in there. Thanks, Dice Daddy. Dice Daddy.
Far beyond the comforts of home, past the dimly lit taverns, the gently swaying fields, the tallest snow-clad mountain peaks, and above even the golden horizon itself, lies a dark void outside of all space and time. If you're lucky, the dread fortress will call to you, drawing you out of the darkness and into the halls of the Grand Master, Elucia Skypiercer. Though retired from battle, the Grand Master yearns for the days of glory and bloodshed. She has tasked the Arbiter, her servant in all things, to curate a spectacle, a series of games to commemorate her greatness and provide a momentary respite from the dull droning of boredom. Heroes, villains, Monsters and beasts of all shapes and sizes are ripped from time and their plane of existence to fight for survival in her arena. You, Acolyte, are called to bear witness to D20 Deathmatch. Roll for initiative. Oh my god.
With that double middle fingers, fuck you.
And with a nat 1, Sunazar just keels over and dies at the start of a heart attack.
Great show.
Thanks for coming out. Welcome back to D20 Deathmatch, Fate of the Arbiter, Sands of the Arena. We find our heroes still locked in combat with the forces of the Arbiter as he watches from his high perch, the throne, visibly upset that Locket has tried to enter his mind, but now he's going to get even as he's raised a night hag, more deathlocks, some vampires, and even 3 werewolves to the battlefield, as each of the champions has now retrieved an item from the box of chaos. Things are going to start to get a little bit hot and heavy here, as we're going to be moving into round number 2 of the combat. As Flynry will rejoin us here in just a minute, but for the time being, I gotta get rid of these kobolds. These kobolds will actually not be factoring in. They're going to kind of fade out of the combat, not really wanting to take any more damage themselves. But I need all of you to roll for initiative. Re-roll for initiative. Let me reset this. Let me clear the initiative real quick.
Oh.
Sorry. Let me clear it out.
Yep.
No worries. No worries. Whoop. All right. Go ahead and re-roll your initiative.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Woo!
God damn.
Deathlocks are going to roll together this time. Vampiric spawns are going to roll together as well. The hag, and then obviously the werewolves rolling together. Okay, Locket, you are the first to act.
Okay. So something that I have, I didn't realize as I was looking at my features as a Gloomstalker. I am able to do a little extra damage on my first turn. Dread Ambusher. So my walking speed increases by 10 feet. So I'm going to make my way. Ooh, I really want to climb up here. I wonder if I can do that. I do have my cat's claws, and I have a climbing speed of 20 feet. So I'm wondering if I can get myself, if there's something on this like pillar here that I could potentially get a grip on. And
yeah, I think with your claws you'd be able to kind of climb up and maybe even perch on top of that flag post here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that thing's bolted in the wall. You probably could climb. Make an athletics check as you're climbing there, but do it with advantage because your claws.
Okay.
Oh, another natural 20. Juicy. Let's go.
Oh my.
Okay. So I climb up and I'm going to use my first attack. And this is my Dread Ambusher. So I get to do an extra 1d8 on my attack. So I will take my longbow and I'm going to go for one of these vampire spawns in front of me. 12 to hit.
12 to hit. A 12 will hit.
Okay. And are my arrows still imbued with fire?
Yeah, they're still on fire. Mm-hmm.
Perfect. All right. So I will do, okay, that's 5 piercing. And then my fire damage, which is, okay, 2, not the greatest. And then I get to do, where is that? The extra D8 from the Dread Ambusher. So an extra 5 piercing. And that's my first hit. My first attack.
Yep.
So I will go again. 25.
That'll hit.
25 plus 10 piercing plus, that's Hunter's Mark, but it's the same D6. So let's just say that's 1 fire damage. And then the last, again, this Dread Ambusher, the extra D8. So I get an extra 3 piercing as well.
Okay.
Whew,
so that is 26 total, I believe. Is that correct? 5, 2, 7, 17, 18, 21, right?
Sounds right.
No,
21.
the Dread Ambusher, 26 with the second Dread Ambusher. Okay, 26. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, you sink an arrow into this this vampiric spawn, and it does a significant amount of damage. As you're right up on top, and you just right into the flesh of this thing. It just seeps in and sears as it writhes back in pain. As you sink that arrow deep into this vampire, the acolytes scream and go crazy. The crowd still, you're fighting for your lives, but these people are still just at a Sunday football game, cheering and drinking and popcorn going everywhere.
Popcorn, yeah.
And they are just they're loving it, thinking that this is just the normal death match that these champions have elected to fight to the death of their own volition, not knowing the Arbiter's motives here. But they're cheering and chanting, and they actually have triggered a chaos event So I need you, Locket. It is your turn. Roll me a D100.
Okay. Let's see what we get. That is a 29.
29. Let me see. Oh my god.
Oh no.
You're not gonna like this.
No.
No!
You're not gonna like this. Hold on. As you as the chaos, the chants for chaos grow louder, as right next to you, Locket, floating in the air, comes a small porcelain doll.
Oh no!
Oh no! Again? No! No! Not this! No! Every time, Cat. Every time.
I don't know how you do this, but
this is so mean. So last time I played in D20 Deathmatch, my other character, we also encountered a doll. And the time that I ran a game for Mudcat and Becca, we also encountered a creepy doll. So we cannot escape creepy dolls. Oh
as this doll is hovering, floating above you, it just beckons out, holding a hand. Play with me.
Oh no! Oh hell no!
As it reaches out its hand to you, in a show of friendship.
Well, so
Right.
Locket is an interesting character. She is very intrigued by things that she's not really. She's a curious person. So she may reach out to this doll.
Okay.
And
Curiosity killed the cat.
exactly. And she's just gonna go and just like pick it up. I can't. It's what my character would do. That's yes.
As you,
so she's like, oh, little thing, and she goes to grab it for you.
As you do, its head spins completely around 360 as it then smiles at you.
Of course it does.
We're going to be friends. As it burns into your skin a necrotic rune, dealing 4 damage as it burns, and your whole body just writhes in pain for a moment. But it subsides, and this doll is now bonded to you, and will act according to your will for 2 rounds.
Oh.
Attack!
At your own peril if you must, but go.
Okay, Dolly will take your insistence to attack, and it will attack after this this first vampire healer here.
Woo!
Rolling
Go Dolly.
a necrotic sting against this this vampire. An 11 will not hit, though. So Dolly will be here floating.
It's all right, Dolly. You'll get him next time.
Your servant to command for the moment.
Yes.
This night hag. Now, anything else for your turn on that one? Sorry.
That's it for me.
Okay. The night hag will raise her hand in the back and begin casting a spell. Let me see. And she will raise her hand and cast a spell on Flynry. Seeing that you are strong and able-bodied, she will cast a ray of enfeeblement.
Whoa.
You have to make a Constitution save of 14.
Which I will absolutely not.
Hey, you nailed
Just
it.
kidding. 14.
Okay, so that she uses this necrotic blight type energy again to weaken you, and you feel your vitality drain for just a moment, but you're able to summon the strength, maybe through your bestial form, to fight off this hag's attack. And that will be the end of her turn. Then the
Suck it, hag.
the Deathlocks as a whole will shoot out 3 separate spells, 3 separate chilled touches, 1 to each of you. You each need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
Actually, no, never mind. It's a hit. I lied. It's going. The first one's going to hit. Yeah, first one's gonna hit on you, Flynry. Second one on Toddlheim, not gonna hit. Third one, natural 20.
Damn.
Will hit on you, Locket. Okay, so let's go ahead and no damage on that second one. First damage for you, Flynry. That shouldn't be. It's 11 points of chilled touch damage there. 11 necrotic damage coming in. So you can't regain hit points until the start of your next turn, and the hand is clinging to you. And I believe you also... Nope, that's it. You just can't regain health until the end of your next turn.
But would I take half because of the armor?
You would take half of this necrotic damage, correct? So you will take 23 of necrotic damage. Locket.
That's half?
No. You took half of 11, so you took 6. She's taking a critical hit, so she'll take 23.
Right, 6.
Ouch.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big hit of necrotic damage as these ghostly hands reach around and you feel them around your throat as they just chill you to the bone. Toddlheim, it's on you.
Get him, bud.
I may just have to do it. I may just
Do
have
it.
to do it.
Do it.
The big spell.
The big one?
Do
The
it.
big one.
Yeah, let's do it.
Don't talk about it. Be about it.
How do I do it? How do I do it?
So the Firestorm will consist of up to 10 10-foot cubes. So you could pretty much hit all of these things.
Yeah.
They will each have to make a dexterity saving throw.
That's the plan.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you will have...
I'm hitting all these guys.
Yeah, so your cubes are gonna hit everybody here. So as these individual cubes of fire spring up around, as you're casting this, and again harkening back to the kind of the trauma you had experienced previous in your life, what's going through your brain as you're casting these fiery flames?
So I see the enemies before me, and I see how bad the situation is, and then I slowly close my eyes, and I'm back in the bar. And my hands are already on fire. And the fire is spreading already to the bench, already to the walls, up the rafters, everything. The whole building's on fire. But I'm fine. And I'm not taking any damage. And then I can just feel the flames within me. And they all sort of like, the fire all like flows into me. Like the building goes out and all the fire is within me. And then I just scream like, "Ah!" And then it just unleashes the fire.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. As you just cast this and flames shoot up everywhere around all of these creatures, as you just have these walls of flames pop up for a moment.
So cool.
They're all gonna have to make dexterity saving throws.
Let's go. Come
this
on.
hag. What is your
wait.
What is your save? What is your DC? Your spell save 14, correct?
Yeah.
Can I ask a question on Toddleheim's behalf?
Sure.
If Toddleheim hero pointed, could we just not have the dex saves?
They could roll with disadvantage with the hero point if you want. Or
what
you
if
could...
I gave him mine too?
And mine. We all give our hero points.
What if we all gave up our hero points for Toddy's ultimate attack?
They're gonna have to give they could have disadvantage. I'd even give them double disadvantage if you wanted to use all of your hero points. If both of your hero points, we could stack disadvantage on if you want. But they're gonna make a save.
I mean, so you're saying if we all three it's double dis, or if he uses his it's single dis?
It will be a disadvantage for every hero point added if you wanted to play it that way.
Ooh.
So in this case, they would have to roll if he adds his plus, that's 4 dice and taking the lowest.
I mean, what do you guys think? Is it worth the potential to hit every single enemy on the map?
This is a powerful spell.
Yeah, I think it is worth it.
Yeah.
All right.
Level
I'll throw mine
7.
in. Yeah.
What?
And I think they should all be weak to fire.
Yes.
I don't know about, I don't know
Yeah.
about the I
Yeah.
don't know about the hag, but I know at least
The-
werewolves, the deathlocks were definitely weak to fire.
Yep.
And
And
that's,
vampire probably.
Vampire
so,
probably too. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know, I'm just saying. I feel like this might be the strat.
Okay.
Toss a coin to your arbiter, kids.
Yep. Yep.
You guys are using your hero points to add
Hero points.
quadruple disadvantage for all of these. I'm gonna let's see. The hags are +3, so I'm just gonna roll 4, and we can manually add these. Lowest here would be a 7. So the
Okay.
hag will fail. Let's see. The
Yes.
the deathlocks are a. They'll just roll together. They're a +2. So we'll add 2 to these. The lowest of these will be a natural 1. They will take critical damage.
Yes. Deathlocks.
Deathlock, get wrecked.
Deathlock's taking critical damage. The vampire spawn. You've got a
Come
+3 for the dexterity there. Oh. Get rid of this. Sorry. Okay, that's being weird. Okay, here we go. For the vampires, another natural 1 taking critical
this is
damage.
worth it. This was worth
Let's
it. This was totally worth for those 2 nat ones.
Agree.
The werewolves will have a +7 to their dexterities.
Ooh, this will be a little more tough.
Slippery sausages.
And they will add +7 to this. It is a 10,
Ooh.
which will still
That
fail.
still fails.
Still
Fail.
fails.
Everything will fail. Go ahead and roll that fire damage. I believe it is 7d10s. So these vampiric spawns will automatically take 70 points plus whatever you roll.
Boom.
Oh my gosh, let's go. 30.
32.
They
Okay.
take 102 damage.
No, they took.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, these vampiric spawns take 102 damage as they are just
Holy.
obliterated by fire.
Yes.
These deathlocks, 32 damage will also obliterate all of these.
Yes.
You have destroyed
acolytes. They must be screaming right now.
I love it.
we just put on a show for them, okay?
I thought 2 of the groups had nat 1s.
They did. They took 100 points as well. The 30 would have killed them anyways. They were much lower. So the werewolves will take the full brunt of the damage. They will still be standing. The hag will still be standing. But they are the fire just singes the werewolves as they're just like in pain, and the hag is just writhing as the flames are just rising up all around her, singeing hair and flame. And Toddlheim, you're there, and you're just like full Human Torch as these flames, these ethereal flames, just like coming out of your body.
Amazing.
As you just wipe the field of battle.
So good.
Most of this, and actually, let me make a dex save for Dolly.
Oh no, Dolly!
Dolly will also be wiped off the map.
No, Dolly!
As that rune on your body fades away, Locket, the doll screams, "No,
Dolly!
my God, why?"
I'm so sorry. I failed you.
As Dolly
Poor Dolly.
just gets obliterated as well. All these the Arbiter stands up notably at this use of this massive fire. What is happening? This is not what I planned. As he is losing his shit, and just at that moment, as he's doing that, from out of the crowd, out of the acolytes, hooded figures stand up, flipping their hoods back, falling down onto the field of battle, jumping down all around you. These enemies, a goblin, an elf, an orc. These people you've seen before. These were some of Orin's forces that you recognized from your night before the battle that you had talked with, you had met. And from behind the Arbiter, jumping down next to you, Toddlheim, as you're still flaming, just lands with a huge thud in full black plate armor and 2 swords made of what seemed to be almost solidified gloom of a black void. Jumps down a werebear that looks oddly familiar, but you've never met him before. As he jumps down with these 2 void swords next to you, he looks up at the Arbiter. I was listening to everything you said. You murdered my father. And I will have your head. But maybe it's not today. Someday, it will be mine. As he looks around, the rest of you, you can't win this fight in this place. We need to go. As his forces begin to engage these werewolves and the hag start moving into the attack. And this werebear, who you have just you've met, but obviously understanding this is Orin's son, takes these void swords and slices open reality, slices open a portal.
Oh my god!
Let's go. As the portal opens up, it just rips into reality. We have to go. We have to get out of here right now. And the Arbiter is, what is happening? As he's freaking out, and one of these orcs is actually going to go challenge the Arbiter directly, kind of holding him off, taking an attack. And the Arbiter is easily blocking this, but so confused by what is happening. You have moments to get through this portal. The Arbiter screaming, don't let them leave! Get after them! And you are going to, do you run through the portal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, make a dexterity saving throw as you jump through this portal. As you're trying to make it in time, as the forces are being, the swords are crossing, spells are being cast. You have this orc holding off the Arbiter for a moment, for just a singular moment before he is obliterated. 18.
16.
That'll save 16. That'll save 18. Yes, you're all able to make it through this portal as the werebear follows you behind. The portal lingers for just a moment, and you hear the voice of the Arbiter scream, do not let them escape! As that you are transported to a mountaintop pass across the plains. There's an etherealness to the realm. You're seeing floating chunks of debris in space floating by, almost like a fever dream. It seems real, but almost ethereal at the same time. As that portal starts to close, just in time, you hear the screams of some of Orin's men as these werewolves, now even more in number, the Arbiter summoning more werewolves and more hags, burst through the portal in just the nick of time, chasing you through these planes of existence. As werewolves pour out, and it's not just 3, it's dozens of werewolves pouring out of this portal with the hag leaping off of the rocks, trying to catch you. You are running at full speed. Make me an athletics check.
5.
13.
14.
Okay, you two will succeed. Flynry, you falter for a moment.
Flynry, no.
The werebear, though, is going to reach down, and he is going to give you a helping hand, Flynry, here, giving you advantage. With a 20, you're able to, he catches you, pulls you back up. Keep moving, I'll hold them off! As he turns around with his void swords and begins, as a werewolf dives at him, he slices one clean in half. As the two halves, as he slices them in half, it creates another void in between them, and they suck in almost like a black hole as these halves begin to create a singularity that sucks in more werewolves. You all are free to the portal as he motions to the portal across this edge of this map, motioning you, beckoning you to go. You certainly can jump in and help if you'd like. If you feel free to, it's kind of a loose flowing fluid combat. So if you want to do anything, feel free to cast spells to make attacks as these werewolves are diving at you, biting at you as you're running.
Can I roll for cinematics on creating multiple still illusions of myself all at once?
You 100% can do that.
Yes.
You can just do it.
You want? I can just do it.
You can just do it, man.
I'm gonna create like 10 duplicates of me in like a very intimidating looking pose. We just line up like it looks like a barrier of me in front of the werewolves. And I kind of I'll motion towards. We don't know his name yet. But just kind of say come on then, let's go.
All right, right behind you. As he runs through the barrier of your Flynries that are now lined up. These werewolves, fooled for a moment, are chomping. Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw or an athletics, whichever is better for you. Go ahead and make it with advantage because you're distracting these werewolves.
That is a 27.
All right.
Very nice.
Go ahead, all of you make them with advantage.
Okay. Advantage.
I mean, I guess I'll do the advantage just in case for some reason I get a 20. But
oh, nat 20 for Locket again.
That's what
Woo!
As you guys successfully, you're able to move it. You guys can move yourselves at will. You're able to make it over across to this area with the bridge here, kind of into where this portal's at. Feel free to move yourselves kind of over to that area. These werewolves here, I'm going to make a check for them as well.
Did a little dance there.
They are fooled by this illusion as dozens of this like clamber, and it's almost like a swarm of ants as these werewolves just dive, and the hag is trying to enfeeble all of these illusions of you. Completely fooled them with your deception there as you move through this portal. Make me another dexterity saving throw as you travel through another portal.
11.
11.
Oh, 12.
12. What was the third? Toddlheim coming in with a 7 and 8. That'll be enough to get through this portal for the time being, as you kind of, it kind of jolts you. It's not an easy transition as you land in a new setting. You almost vomit from the setting.
Maybe.
As you land and you look around, you fall from the sky out of a portal onto the ground in the middle. And as you land, you look around, and in every direction you see a new portal. And straight ahead of you, you look at, there's a fountain of blood pouring from an ethereal portal, and out of this portal of blood climbs more werewolves as they crawl out of the blood, following through the portals. The hag summoning up through this blood as well, just covered in blood and ooze. And there's just dozens of them. Again, it's just an army of werewolves. Feel free once again.
There are two of me.
There are two of you.
Something went wrong in the portal.
You know what? I'm gonna leave it. You were duplicated in time and space. A mirror image of yourself has now been cast here as well, moving in tandem with you. You can read each other's thoughts and minds.
Wow.
The werebear jumping in front of these werewolves again, slicing at them again, creating singularities everywhere he's slicing, sucking more werewolves in as they're growling. One werewolf jumping onto his back, digging down into his flesh, but he's able to fling him off. Feel free, again, fluid combat. If you want to cast any spells at these werewolves, at the hag, go for it.
I want to throw some magic missiles out there.
Absolutely. Do it. They all hit.
Yay!
Yeah, you cast a magic missile. You nail one of these werewolves straight in the forehead. It flies out, and you notice that as it flies out of this tower, it starts to float in an empty void of space, almost like you're existing somewhere outside of space and time. He just floats off, free of gravity outside of this space. We have to keep moving. Keep moving. But feel free to RP, to combat, whatever you want to do here. This is totally your moment to rule of cool, cinematic, whatever.
All right. Flynry will dash just straight up linebacker through the line of werewolves right at the hag for a
Nice.
yeah, totally. For an inflict wounds.
And you don't have to use your spells. You can just kind of RP it if you want.
Okay.
In this sense.
Similar to just thinking back to like the moments of peril during the initial fight with the Arbiter, kind of getting the feel for this new armor again. As he lands kind of right in front of the hag, right through this line of werewolves, he's just gonna plant that front foot and the earth just shakes. This dust just kicks up in a circle around him, and again the total just 2 fists just come slamming right into the front of the hag.
Nice.
As you punch into this hag, you just that fiery fist, you knock her back into this blood portal, and as you do, she pops out of the green portal behind you, and as you notice, she it looks like she actually heals from the wounds that you gave her as she pops out of this portal in the other side, now casting an enfeebling ray at you, Flynry. Make a Constitution saving throw.
9.
You will have disadvantage on your next attack in combat. Okay. As she hits you with this ray, as she's feeling powered up, it just enfeebles you. And more werewolves are just diving in, pouring through these portals. And as the werebear is slicing him up, he looks over at you, Locket. I don't know why there's 2 of you, but do something.
Yes. And Locket and her duplicate will just like kind of look down at their hands, grab my blade, my short sword, and we'll go for 2 of the werewolves, 1 each. So we'll just sling our blades at the werewolves that are appearing next to them.
Yeah, go ahead and roll to see if you crit. But
yep.
As you do, you're just slicing through not just these 2, but dozens of werewolves. It can't be overstated how many werewolves are piling on you here. Yeah, you're just slicing through them, no problem. Pieces of their bodies going everywhere, hands, feet, heads flying off of this tower into space. It's just like a floating chunks of werewolves in space all around this place. As the werebear starts to back up, everyone choose a portal. As he starts to back up towards a portal, kind of summoning you, telling you guys we got to keep moving. So make a dexterity saving throw and choose a portal.
Locket will be on all fours, like a cat running as fast as she can. I'm gonna use a luck.
Okay, go ahead.
15.
Oh no!
Oh, it's a natural 1.
That's a nat 1.
It is a natural 1. Let's take double the effects. Which portals are you guys choosing?
I picked the flame portal.
Okay, flame portal. Roll me a 1d4, Flynry. Toddlheim will also choose that portal because okay, 1. As you jump into this portal, you dive out of the this space portal, right back into this area. But you notice now that your enfeeblement is gone. Kind of this turning of time has changed your fate a bit. You can almost feel as if you've seen 2 realities, and now you don't have disadvantage anymore. Toddlheim also will jump through this fire portal as well. And he will also come out of the space portal, but with advantage this time, because as fate has kind of been twisted around and time and space have been reworked inside of his own body, he comes out having advantage on his next attack. Locket, where are you going?
Is this the portal, the one by the hag?
It is. It's yep.
I'm gonna try it.
Roll a d4.
All right, d4. 2.
Locket with a natural 1, a critical. You dive out of the fire portal, and you will take 12 plus 8 points, so 20 points of fire damage. But I will allow you to pass this off onto your copy if you'd like.
I think I will.
In a double capacity.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
As you do that, that duplicate of you will be burned to cinder as you look at yourself burning to death next to you. What goes through your mind as you see your own body, your own mirror image burning to death?
It's horrifying. I think of I actually have a twin sister, and I think it kind of looks like her, and I think of my twin sister, and it kind of gives me like, it just makes her flinch for a second in fear.
That's so messed up.
It's pretty deep. I'm sorry.
No wonder you don't want to take on the Arbiter's psychological issues. You have your own, like, weird, like, holy crap.
It's true. That's it. I wrote that in her story. She has a twin. So, I just see my sister there. So yeah, I'm taking mental damage on that one too. So
yeah, you've got this horrifying image of your twin sister burning to death, even though you know it's this duplicate mirror alternate image of yourself, almost a reflection, but still just haunts you just a little bit. As this werebird turns around, what kind of game is this? As he's going to drive his void swords into this space-time portal and sever it, breaking it, shattering it like a mirror, and it's almost like a mirror surface. As he hits it, he shatters it like a mirror, opening another black portal. With me, as he dives through. Make a dexterity saving throw if you follow.
I want to follow, but I want to yell to, like,
If you land in the green one, you might heal. You might take less damage. The hag got healthier after I punched her and she landed there.
So in doing that, just whether or not they decide to take that opportunity, Flynry is going to rush over to the front of the hag to try to knock her back through it and open the way for her team if they want to take that opportunity. So I'm just going to throw another inflict wounds double fist punch.
Yeah, you do, and that hag flows up this time through the blood portal, and not really taking any damage, kind of seeming at home in this necrotic, blood and guts and ooze, but out of your way for the time being.
Flynry will run over to just kind of like just parry blows, just make sure she doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, and she's throwing. These werewolves are diving on you now. Go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw as you're fighting off multiple werewolves in this hag now, as you're just trying to hold the line.
Oh, it's a 2.
Okay, those werewolves are going to come in and they are going to they're going to bite you as you're trying to fend this off. First one will miss. You're able to deflect a second one. Third one coming in. You are able to deflect all 3 of these bites as they come in. You're punching and you're swinging. They'll come in with their multi-attack in order to claw you as well. First one's going to miss. Second one will hit. Third one's going to miss. So out of all of these attacks, werewolves diving all over you. You're able to punch them off, fend them off. Only one claw attack landing, dealing 5 points of slashing damage as you get this deep gash across your chest, digging through your armor just a little bit. And, Locket, are you going to try to dive through one of these portals to get the healing?
Yes, I think I'm going to.
Okay, roll a d4.
Okay. D4. 3.
You appear out of the same blood portal, and you will take 8 points of necrotic damage as you come up right next to this hag, almost choking on this. It's viscous and thick and hot. It's almost like fresh blood. It's gross.
Oh.
As you slick
This is not working. We need to go through the other one.
You can try to go back through this blood portal if you want, the other way.
Oh god. I think I'm gonna just try to take the full movement and risk. I don't know if I'm gonna go back through the portal.
Okay, you're just
I'll
gonna
dash.
Go?
Yeah, I'll just fully dash on all 4s again, like a feline.
Okay. Toddlheim, anything for you in this moment as werewolves are still just filling the room? They're coming through all the portals now, just starting to flood in all around you guys.
When I do cause fear, is it a radius or is it just direct?
For our purposes, it's 100% a radius. You can try to cause fear.
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. We'll do a fifth level cause fear.
Okay, you don't even have to spend the spell slot. They have to make a what is that? Intelligence saving throw or wisdom?
I'm not sure actually. How can I tell?
look at the spell and see what it says. Let me see if I can take a look for you. Cause fear. They have to make a wisdom save of 14. It's underneath the, it's kind of by the 60-foot radius. You see the wisdom 14?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay, so these werewolves rolling a wisdom. Natural 20! These werewolves are not scared of you at all.
No.
And in fact, one of these werewolves, through one of the, as this portal breaks behind you, and it's broken like a mirror, through one of the mirrored pieces comes a werewolf claw. As with that natural 20, it's going to try to slash at you through this portal as it's only able to get its arm through. It is going to hit with a 23. It is going to deal 7 points of slashing damage, kind of as these pieces, now that these shattered pieces of glass, you just have arms and mouths and things of werewolves just popping out of nowhere all around you guys. We have to go! As the werebear, again, he's just trying to hold this portal with his swords open. And he'll start to step through it. He's going in.
I'll follow.
Okay.
I'll follow.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get out of here.
Flynry, make me a dexterity saving throw to try to get away from these werewolves.
22.
Yeah, you're able to slide out of there, avoiding all this damage. As werewolves are just diving over your head. You're ducking under them. You're doing rolls. Whatever it looks like for you, this is totally the scene in the end of the Avengers when everybody's diving in. Or Age of Ultron, you got all these robots flying at you. As you dive through this portal again, and you feel kind of sick to your stomach once again. And now, as you land on a new ethereal plane, is swirling around you is just this chaotic energy. The werewolves and hags, again, less of them this time, but still some of them able to follow you through this portal. And again, you're able to hold these off in whatever way you think is appropriate. As this werebear is going to make an attack with his. Let me see, what is he going to do? He's going to
make. Do we come through the one where they are or where they're not?
Where they are. So you're running away from them. He's going to make an attack with these void swords. It'll be. That's not the one. He's going to make it. It's going to say claw, but these are swords. Make 2 attacks at these werewolves. Both of them will hit.
What's the snake eyes bonus? Just curious.
Oh,
Double
wow.
8s.
Double 8s, yeah. There's no bonus there, but he's gonna do a hefty amount of damage to some of these werewolves.
Pretty dope.
As he knocks them off with his void sword, kind of on the side of the sword, not even a slashing motion. He knocks them off, and those werewolves, as they fall off, are gonna stretch and elongate as they're flying through space. As they're sucked at almost the speed of light, their entire being is going to exist outside of all relativity as they're sucked into a long string and out of existence.
Ew.
So
what?
Don't fall off.
And that's science. Yeah, so go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw to see how stable you are on these.
16.
Scared.
Okay.
All right, 24.
For now, you're all succeeding. As you move forward, how do you want to move forward here? Do you want to do anything with the werewolves, the hag? Or are you just going to run forward? Are you casting any spells, any preparations?
I'm just going to run.
Yeah, I think I'm sprinting through the portal.
Yeah. Again, like a cat who's like trying to climb onto something. I'm like holding on, like grabbing, and just like very nervously kind of running across.
Okay. Make me these floating tiles are shifting. Again, reality is changing here, shifting in place. Make me, each of you will have to make a succeedingly more difficult dexterity saving throw. Make me a dexterity saving throw. The DC is 10.
Okay, 25.
Locket, you succeed.
14.
Flynn, you succeed.
No!
Toddlheim.
No! Toddlheim, no! No!
You
can't
fall. And make me an athletics, strength save or an athletics, whichever you prefer.
We'll go strength.
Okay.
Go Toddlheim. Okay.
With an 18, you fall, but you are able to grab yourself and you hold on to this tile as you feel the forces of nature pulling at you, almost tearing you apart atom by atom as your feet dangle, able to pull yourself back up on these these panels. Make me another dexterity.
Flynry wants to help him. So,
okay. Yep. How are you gonna help him?
If he's grabbing onto a stone, if Locket is like bounding like a cat very lightly off these tiles to get to the other side, I am full alpha lion. It's all fours, but it's muscle, and this is I am just bounding over these things, and I'll reach down and kind of in that Scar Mufasa moment, I'm gonna reach for him, but these are like claws, and I'm like they're gonna hurt, but I got him. Like it's like they're in there, but he's not going anywhere.
Okay. As you kind of
long live the king.
But I mean it this time, and I'm gonna pull him up and like hug him. You know, like it's gonna be like I'm not gonna trick him and throw. Yeah, I know this hurts, but trust me, it's gonna be really good once I save your life.
All right, as you make this jump, you grab him, you pull him up. He's going to roll with advantage now on his checks. Make me another dexterity saving throw. This time you have to roll a 12 or better.
Okay.
Yes. Toddlheim succeeding.
You want me to too?
Yeah, all of you, yes.
Oh shoot. All right.
18.
Okay.
26.
All right, 26.
You all make the second jump, no problem, as the werebear follows behind, backing up as he's slashing at these werewolves, just trying to cover your back. One more saving throw to make it through this portal. DC is a 14.
Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh.
I could only roll good so many times. Oh, no.
21.
Yes! Toddlheim succeeds. Locket, you fall. Make me a strength or an athletics saving throw.
This is not gonna look good. It's not my good traits. No! Goodbye. Goodbye, my friends.
Locket!
Lyris.
Oh no.
Lyris, seeing you fall, using his reaction, will dive after your body into this void, and he will try to grab you as you are being sucked into this. And to you, doesn't appear you're being ripped apart. And to you, you're almost in this tunnel of space and time where time begins to elongate, and you are just looking around, almost unaware of the things around you. But you see a werebear diving headfirst, swords trailing behind him, as he is going to try to make a grab on you. With the 12, he's going to be able to make it a snag on you. He's going to pull one of his swords out. I don't know if this is going to work, but underneath his feet, he is going to try to slash open a portal. It doesn't work. You begin to pull. Make me a Constitution saving throw. He will make a Constitution saving throw as well.
Okay, 16.
You are able to hang on to your sense of self, to your being, your whatever you want to call it, your atoms, pulling yourself together, willing yourself to still exist in this moment. He will roll one more time to try to open a portal below you.
Surely.
24. Okay.
Let's go.
With that, he tries again as the atoms in both of your bodies just being ripped away. It's excruciating pain. He slices through it, and you both stumble out of a portal, falling back onto the stones, up on top, safe for now, as he throws you then through that portal and staggers through himself. Make me a dexterity saving throw as you guys go through this portal.
Oh, jeez.
17.
Okay. As you make your way through this portal, you both all kind of let's see what we get here. Yeah,
I got a 9.
Make it through okay. As you find yourselves, the portal opens and you're in the middle of a city street. The werewolves now much less in numbers. In fact, there's only 3 that made it through. The hag making it through the portal, but the portal closing just in time, cutting her clean in half. She will die as half of her body slumps out of the portal, and blood and guts and shit flies everywhere on the street. You
Locket
are
just like feeling her, like to make sure all of her, that none of her got left behind, as that almost just took her away. Oh my gosh, that was a lot.
Close.
Very close.
and these werewolves are the ones that were damaged from the fire earlier, so they are looking rough. They are not full health at this point, but I need you all to roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
Let's finish this.
I haven't been keeping track of how many turns we've been through, but I'm pretty sure that my beastie is running out.
If you wanted to, we just went through like a whole sequence of time and space getting elongated and stretched. So if you want to still be in beast form, you can be.
We're doing it, baby.
Okay.
Beast form, let's go.
Yes, sir.
I'm not about taking away your fun. So
the armor fits my beast body, so it'd be really awkward if I shrunk back down and it was looked like hand-me-down Big Brother armor, that.
Mm-hmm. Night Hag is dead, so we will remove her from the initiative order.
Ooh, somebody rolled in that one.
Ooh, there's a
Whoa!
lot. Ooh, okay. Initiative's
that's
coming
funny.
in. Flynry,
Flynry.
you are the first to act, as you have a werewolf in each side of this alleyway, this T in the road. A werewolf bearing down on you from each side.
Okay. I would like to assume that the hag getting split in half may have at least drawn the attention of this werewolf. So I think can I make an attack roll with advantage?
Yeah, absolutely. As the hag is, and actually it's distracting and not in the way you think. Her body slumps, and the brain falls out, and that werewolf instantly goes to eat the guts and the brain that are flying on the ground. He goes, just begins chomping down on this hag's body. So yeah, roll with advantage.
Okay, so this is a key point for me. We're going in with the first Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's, here we go.
What's the range?
I'll try for the crit just to see.
Yeah.
Double 19s. So.
19s. That'll hit,
That's
though.
juicy.
First hit. Solid.
all
Land
right.
solid on him.
So
Good
first
job
set of damage is 7 bludgeoning damage.
All right, 7 bludgeoning.
We'll get the second hit off here. First is an 18.
That'll hit.
Second is 16.
That'll
so
hit.
24. I mean, they both hit. So it doesn't
Yeah, both
matter.
hit.
And second damage is bludgeoning 9. 9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so 7 and 9, 16 points. All of this will apply as you sock this werewolf. This is the healthiest looking werewolf in the jaw, and it connects just like you want it to. There's no resistance on this guy.
Oh, yeah, baby. Then bonus action, Flurry of Blows. Going for it.
Okay.
16 to hit.
It'll hit.
All right. And 8 bludgeoning damage on that first roll.
Yep.
And the second is going to be 16 to hit.
All right, still hits.
And 9 bludgeoning damage.
9 bludgeoning damage. This werewolf is officially bloodied as you just pound on it. It's eating. And mid snack, mid chomp, you are just coming down on its dome, right on the skull, and it's gonna feel that one tomorrow, if it's still alive. All right, you run up, you pound on this werewolf. This werewolf from the side is gonna attack you, gonna rush in at you, Toddlheim. All fours. It is gonna leap and dive at you and make a bite attack. Will a 9 hit? Does not hit. It's also going to slash at you. With a 6, it's not going to hit.
Doesn't hit.
It dives at you. No worries. You're up, Toddlheim. As this werewolf dives in at you, what do you do to avoid this? How do you attack?
5th level burning hands, baby.
Oh yeah, give it to him. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. So many dice.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
So
he has to make a dexterity saving throw. It will succeed, but it'll take half damage.
Half damage. I mean,
As you
13 fire damage. It's not bad.
Yeah.
yeah, you do a considerable amount as he dives you and goes in for this bite and claw. You just Hadouken him, just Blast his ass.
Yes.
As you just singe him on fire. He is fully engulfed in flames now, but he's still trying to attack at you.
Wait, I can still use a cantrip, can I?
Yeah, I'll let you use a cantrip. Yeah, we've been doing it.
Get him the acid splash.
The acid splash. Okay, another dexterity saving throw. He's got a high dexterity. It will fail. It will take the full 5 acid damage on there. So this thing is looking rough. It's still on fire. Now its flesh starting to kind of boil off as well, as it is just kind of thrashing around in front of you. Anything else for your turn, Toddlheim?
No.
All right, Locket. You have this werewolf here, but there's still one more to the left, all the way down this alley.
I think I'm going to try to go for that one there. And I face it and pull out my longbow and go to strike with my fiery quiver. And I actually, before I hit, I'll bonus action Hunter's Mark. Yep. So I, with my ranger ability, just kind of keep that eye on him and make him my main target. And 25 to hit.
25 will hit.
All right, so let's do all this damage roll. So that's 11 piercing. Then with Hunter's Mark, I get an extra D6 piercing. So 2. And then finally, with my flame arrows, 3 fire.
Okay, so 16 total damage as you sink into this werewolf. This werewolf as well. Arrow sinking deep in. Flames there. And it not quite stopped by this arrow. It'll rip it out as it just looks at you and
I make my strike true one more time for my second attack, which is a 26 with 9 piercing, plus the Hunter's Mark. That's 3. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 total damage. 4 of that being fire.
This werewolf, as you sink arrows, sinking arrows into it, it's charging you full force.
Oh shit!
As it gets right,
oh, this turned around quick.
You sink these flaming arrows into this werewolf as it gets to you, just moving in, all fours again, rears up as you're just sinking the arrows, and it all of a sudden stops, drops to its knees, collapses dead right in front of you at your feet as you kill that thing with the last arrow.
That worked.
Legolas type.
Yeah, seriously. Basically, I'm like, whoops.
Yeah. That werewolf no longer has a turn. Anything else for your turn, Locket?
That's it for me.
Okay, Lyrus is going to come down with his void swords, and he is going to try to help you here. Flynry, he's going to take a hack with this sword. This is a sword, not a claw. It's a natural 1. Huffing and breathing hard, and the weight of his swords and the energy it takes just to manifest this type of magical energy. He's gonna swing with both swords and come down over the top, but sinking just deep into the stone. And that stone, you're gonna see the stone kind of sink in on itself as some of it gets whipped away into another dimension. But he's gonna miss wildly with that nat 1. Okay, Flynry, it is your turn, top of the round again, face to face with this werewolf.
Oh yeah, baby. We're going in hot with the Inflict Wounds.
Okay.
Ooh, that's an 11.
That will just hit. It'll deal half damage. Glancing blow.
Okay. We are here with 20 necrotic damage.
Wow. Okay. That's going to be a big hit, even at half damage. That werewolf is not enjoying that.
Okay. Going in with the bonus action for an unarmed strike.
Okay, 2 Flurry of Blows coming in. That'll hit.
That is a 20 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And strike 1 is 9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. That's a significant blow as you punch this thing in the face and it reels back.
Okay, and we'll take strike numero dos.
That'll
it's
hit.
Gonna be 22 to hit.
Juicy.
And 5 bludgeoning damage.
Tell me the story of his death.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, baby. So this thing's looking rough, pretty haggard. I am seeing the exasperated and exhausted dude that I didn't realize when we learned his name, but he's there and he's got a name. What's his name?
His name is Lyrus. You don't know that yet.
I don't know that yet. So this mysterious, very, very put together, brave and valiant polar bear is there looking tired. And I'm thinking back in this moment of where he missed this strike, but then recalling that it's due to the exhaustion of just how he jumped into a time warp space void to save my friend. And gave everything to rip a portal in thin air to make this fight even possible, and just in that moment, just similar to the original Deathlog, this rage just overloads Flynry's beast form, and he puts his fists up into the air, and they engulf themselves in blue fire, and just and pumps them down to just the flames just shoot into the sky, and he puts these fists down on this werewolf that's just sulking on the, and it's not even a punch, it's just a dual-fisted slam. And as his fists come down this werewolf's skull, it just explodes into blood and matter on the ground.
Yeah.
The blue flames go up in a cone around its dead corpse, and in his rage and exhaustion, he looks over at the bear, and he just finished, and then it looks back towards his friends.
Holy shit! Yes.
Nice job. Taking him back, and you just obliterated this werewolf's skull as you just crushed. He's just like, what the. Who is this guy? Okay, Flynry. Anything else for your turn as you pound that werewolf into dust? I think it was action, bonus action, so you could move.
Yeah, I can move. I'll shift myself over to just kind of be a flank backup for Toddle.
All right,
Thank you.
Toddlheim. This werewolf in front of you is gonna make an attack at you again. Still burning from acid and singeing with fire. He's going to just snap at you here. That is going to be
it does hit.
14 to hit. You're going to have to make a Constitution saving throw. He's also going to attack you with his claws. That'll be a 16 to hit. So this will be a total of 13 damage. You're going to make that Constitution saving throw. Wow. That werewolf.
Was it enough?
That werewolf bites into you. It deals 13 points of damage to you. As it bites, you feel something strange. This energy. You feel it's coursing through your body. This poison through your veins, black and Icarus. You feel almost as if your blood is syrup. You can just feel your heart pounding slowly. And for a moment, you feel your heart stop altogether. And with a sudden burst of energy, your entire body racked with pain as you explode out of your skin, transforming into a werewolf. You now have
You're a werewolf now! Lycanthropy!
You now have lycanthropy.
No!
As you are face to face, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw. 24, you save. This transformation is violent, and you can feel it in every fiber of your being as you are just torn apart and put back together, your heart stopping and being brought back in a moment. You feel the power surging through you, a different kind of power than you've ever felt before, even as a magic user, and you're able to hang on to who you are with that wisdom saving throw. You recognize your friends around you You recognize the enemy in front of you. You're able to maintain the semblance of who Toddlheim is inside of this beast form.
Let's go.
You can make an attack. You can make a bite and claw attack.
Okay. So what do I need to do for
Your
that?
bite will be a +4 to hit, and your claws will be a +4. So everything D20 +4 for each one of those. Unless you'd like to try to use your magic in werewolf form, I'm willing to let you use it or try to use it.
Ooh. No, we'll go with D20 +4,
Okay.
and then we'll roll. Is it just the one? Yeah.
No, a bite and a claw. You have a multi attack.
Oh, okay. So I can roll.
Yeah.
1d20 +4, and then another one, I guess.
Yep. Correct. First for the bite, then for the claws. Ooh, 7 will not hit on the bite. '21 will hit this werewolf with the claws. Go ahead and roll me. Go ahead and roll me 2d6 plus your +4 for your proficiency.
6 +4. Boom.
With exactly 12 points left on the dot. Tell me how this werewolf dies with your as you claw.
By the other werewolf.
So, like, I'm still shaking from all of the new strength and power that I've got. Like, I'm flexing, like, my muscles. You can see the hair just, like, standing up on end. I'm snarling and, like, writhing in pleasure and pain. And then I just look up at him, and I'm like... and it can see it is, like, it knows. it knows. And I start flexing my muscles, and you can see the claws on my hands start to extend and become sharper and blacker. And then I slash at its chest, I slash at its throat, I slash it across its face, and there's just blood and guts everywhere.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, this werewolf just completely
Oh
destroyed
my gosh.
in front of you. Finally.
And then I turn to look at Flynn.
You're not the only one.
I think I like you better like this.
Toddlheim, are you all right? Is that you in there?
Of course it is. Who else would it be?
I don't know.
He somehow survived the transition.
That's amazing.
Yes, it seems now we all a bit beastly, aren't we?
Yes.
Lyris
Flynry
will-
is like visibly more excited about this than he should be. And like is almost looking towards Locket like, do it again. Do it again.
And now
We're all just baring our teeth at each other
Yeah.
in happiness.
as you sit there baring your teeth, Lyris will run up here in front of Toddlheim and
join us because he's got teeth too.
He will, for a moment he's confusing, bares his teeth because he's not sure what he's supposed to do. But he grabs Toddlheim by the shoulder. Calm now, friend. Easy. This is a dangerous time for you. Breathe. Breathe slowly. As he tries to calm you down, and as your breathing subsides, you are able to transform back if you wish.
Yeah, we'll go back to big old, big boy Tony.
Okay, so he kind of guides you through this transformation as you breathe and your heart slows again, and you feel that that kind of Icarus feeling in your veins, and blood kind of subside as you shrink down in size and surviving your first transformation as a werewolf. I don't know how you survived. Not many do. But it's time to go. We have to get out of here. Follow me as he leads you down the alley and down the city streets under the cover of darkness. You can hear people gasping at the sounds of these dead werewolves to fight in the street. You're still not quite sure where you are, but you hear troops and army members and clangs of swords and shields as the infantry is being kind of readied to this disturbance in the middle of the city. And he leads you down and off into a side alley into what looks like a blacksmith shop. Over here, follow me. And he leads you in, and things are calm now. You are out of combat.
Ooh.
As you're in this.
What is going on?
Sorry, sir, but who exactly are you?
Yes.
My name is Lyrus. From what I gathered, you knew my father, Orin.
Yes.
Your father was Orin?
He was. The Arbiter. I can't believe it. He killed him. I heard it with my own ears.
He did.
And we were there.
You were there?
Indeed, we were.
Aye.
He was
I
a
tried
He would
to
have been
save
proud.
him.
Yes,
He
he
would
was a
have been
great
proud
help.
of what you did today.
Tell me, did he die well? How did he die?
Team, do we really want to mention the obliterate spell?
No.
That, no, I'm gonna guess we don't.
Yeah. He died a hero.
He died with honor.
He died fighting for what was right.
He died fighting for a traitor. For a man that he considered like a father to him. Was it by the Arbiter's hand? Himself?
Aye.
It was.
Yeah.
None of us knew that the Arbiter would turn on us. We were sent to help the Arbiter, and he turned on all of us.
I don't, it's almost hard to believe. He's been a hero to many. He's been a staple of virtue, of virtuousness. An upstanding member of society, the right hand of the Grand Master. I can't believe it's come to this. As you look around now, and this place is filled with many of those same individuals you saw fighting the Arbiter. Some of them able to get away through the portals, making their way back here. Some of them new faces, but all of them kind of spending some time here. You hear in the background the clanging of a smith's hammer. And the heat from these forges in this room. Well, this is a kind of a covert ops, a hideout we used to use on raids. No one knows of its existence except for those in this room. You'll be safe here. I've gathered what forces I could after we heard of the Arbiter's treachery. I gathered whoever would believe me. We're a small band, but we're dedicating to setting things right, to saving the Grand Master from the influence of the Arbiter. I think it's safe to say we'll be branded as traitors. But we have to do what we must. We can't just let the Arbiter win.
I promise you he won't.
We've beaten him once before. We'll do it again.
I don't know how. He's so powerful. So good looking. Sorry.
There might be another one for Locket to unpack.
So
I'll leave you to it then.
I didn't even catch your names. Please tell me the names of my father's companions, those who fought valiantly against the forces of the Arbiter.
I am Locket.
My name is Toddlheim the Great.
You can call me Flynry. I've not got another name, but at your service.
Well, I've never quite seen a display. Toddlheim, especially, being able to control the inner beast like that. Not many can, and the fire you evoked was maybe the grandest display of magic that I have ever seen.
I'd have to agree. I think it was pretty awesome.
The hero points from my friends allowed us to do what we needed to do in that fight.
Well, I don't know what your plans are now as an individual, as a group. I don't know anything about you. Maybe this is too much to ask. But we are going to fight back, to rescue the Grandmaster, to save the realm, to save the Void, the citizens, from the treachery of the Arbiter. But I can't necessarily say that is your fight. I don't know what kind of ties you have here, or whether you're new, you've been here. I don't know anything about you. I don't know what's deep inside of you, what calls you into action, but honor and decency compel me to fight for my father's honor, for his legacy. And we would be happy if you would join us, we few here. Well, I guess you would call us the faithful at this point. We have faith in the return of the Grandmaster to her ultimate power. Unlike the Arbiter, she truly has been a friend to those in the realm. Sure, she has people fight to death in her arena, but it's always of their choice. It's an honor to die in the arena for the Grandmaster's pleasure. She has brought peace and prosperity to the Empire. As he looks around, I can't ask you to give me your lives, but if you would follow me, I would have you.
You have my bow.
And my fists.
And my new gnashing teeth.
Yeah, there's much to learn about that as Lyris actually transforms back to his Goliath form. You see he's kind of a bald man, tall in this armor, 7 feet tall with gray skin and tattoos that almost look like tiger stripes across his body. He stands there and sheathes his swords. Well, I suppose if you're going to join us, you'll be wanting to talk to the seer.
Just as everybody's like going back to human form, Flynry will do the same, but like with no invisible amount of disappointment on his face that we're all going back to human versions now and looking quite normal. Just kind of, oh, all right. And he shrinks back. Yeah,
we're all normal again. Hello.
Well,
who's the seer?
As he kind of chuckles. not accustomed to the human form. I think my father would like you. He wasn't a fan of spending much time in his humanoid form either. He also might have, gone on at length about the virtues of one's true inner strength and true inner form, but he was a talker.
Indeed.
He certainly was.
As Lyris kind of leads you through this smith, there's some rooms here, some cots, some beds, much like set up very much like Oren's Eastern Outpost, a military encampment kind of makeshift in this smith shop. But he's gonna lead you back into a room back here near the forge as you all kind of move in together, and the pounding of the hammer is just slamming down as a dragonborn, a white in scales. He turns around, stops hammering for a moment. Yes, who's there? As he turns around, you can see that his eyes are also white, completely blind. As he, who is it? And Lyris, the seer. This is Flynry and Toddlheim, Locket. They've agreed to join our band to help us take back the void from the Arbiter.
Flynry will turn to Toddlheim and just whisper loud enough just so Toddlheim.
There's a bit of irony in his name, isn't there?
You're terrible. Unbelievable.
I'm just noticing he seems to, well, I suppose it's not important.
There's a... Hold on.
See if he hears it.
He doesn't quite hear you, but he's been whispered at enough to understand that someone's talking about his eyes. He pay no mind to the eyes as he fumbles. He actually fumbles around really clumsily and kind of smacks into his anvil. Just one second. Who left this here? And he's kind of like trying to shift it to the side, but it's an anvil. He's embarrassed, but can't move it. Hold on 1 second. Let me get a look at you. A little bit of blind humor there.
It turns around visibly confused.
Yes, I know what he said. Just please.
I mean, all right, I suppose.
So you've come to join the cause. Is that right?
Aye.
That is correct.
Yes.
And are you pure of heart?
Well, that depends on how you look at certain situations, I suppose.
Is anyone truly pure of heart?
Well, I don't know that I have the answer to that question, but I do know that your past doesn't define you. I myself was quite a ruffian in my younger days. Back then, and the ladies, they liked me, and I liked them, and
Oh Lord!
he trails off, and but nonetheless, you seem pure of soul, despite the obvious roughness around the edges, as happens in the flow of life. I see goodness in you. I may not be able to. Go ahead.
Flynry is gonna not try to hide this as he does a little elbow jab to Toddlheim and says,
I suppose eyesight doesn't matter if you spend all your time in the dark.
Is he?
You are something else.
he said it
More-
himself.
More animal than you appear. Unbelievable. With a mana break.
He's and he as he keeps talking. Well, I don't know what you've done in the past, but I can tell that you're good people. You give off a good aura. I may not be able to see with my eyes, but there's much that I can see, and if you'll allow me, I would like to be of service to you. As he walks up to you, Locket.
What do you do?
Well, I see what's inside, and I manifest it. Tell me, what is it you desire? What's in your heart? What drives you forward?
Well, I suppose my family. I have a sister and many family and friends. And small trinkets also drive me. I just really like them.
And he gives a large, like he's a dragonborn, so large reptilian smile, kind of as that. I think I know just the thing for you. As he peers into your eyes, and it's almost disconcerting because he's making eye contact with you, as if he can see you, as peering into your soul almost. Yes, I see.
Doesn't make eye contact back. She kind of looks away in like awkwardness. She's like, this is. What do you see?
I see a noble heart, a creature who would do anything for those that she loved. Give her life for the good of others, and especially for those she calls family. I have something for you, something of outward beauty to match the inward. As he goes back to his forge and pulls out a glowing coal, and with a magical hammer, just glowing and radiating energy, he smashes it into form. And using this form of magic forgery, he comes and he brings you another kind of a choker necklace full of different gems and diamonds and rubies. and all sorts of other colored gems as he awards you a Helm of Brilliance
Whoa.
in the form of a choker necklace.
Nine.
So with that, you'll be able to cast Prismatic Spray, throw fireballs as well. We can roll for the number of gems in there later on.
Wow.
But for now, it is kind of adorned with different gems and rubies. I think this will serve you well. It's much like you. It is nice to look at, but it can be rather fierce on the inside.
This is amazing. Thank you.
As he just kind of nods and bows to you, he turns to Flynry. And you, what is it that you seek in this life?
No, well, I'm but a humble traveler. I grew tired of my same life and where I came from. Told myself one day, I said, Flynry, you're going to pack your belongings and you're going to trek across the land and you're going to go see all there is to see and go on an adventure. And that's what I've done. It's not quite going exactly how I planned it. I thought I would see a lot more places by now and have maybe killed a lot less things. But I've made true companions along the way, and that's not a common thing for people like me. And I value them very much, so I'm with them till the end.
Okay. He looks at you. Yes. I see a weary soul. Soul that hasn't quite found his place yet. Maybe for you something to aid you in your travels. Something to give you the tools to really find yourself. As he goes back to his forge, again pounding away at an item, and he's going to bring this item back to you, and it's going to be in the form of a kind of a necklace, but it's a ring, just a loop. It looks like a simple gold loop around a chain. Not much to look at, just kind of a golden hoop. Don't let the looks fool you as he adorns it over your neck. Well, how do I describe this? And as he touches that loop, it expands into the gold flattens out and magically kind of expands into a compass rose, and that compass begins spinning in all sorts of different directions. And what he's giving you is the Atlas of Endless Horizons. This is a magical item that will. 1 second to read it to you here. This will give you the spells Arcane Gate, Dimension Door, Gate, Misty Step, Plane Shift, Teleportation Circle, Word of Recall. Has three charges, and it regains 1d3 of those charges every day at dawn. So it gives it to you in the form of this necklace, this compass rose. May this serve to guide your feet, no matter what plane you choose to set them in. And he'll turn then, lastly, to Toddlheim. And how about you, old man? As he senses that you are old.
Well, I've seen a great many things. I've been on a great many quests and adventures. I've done lots of things that I'm proud of and things that I'm not so proud of. For now, the one last thing that drives me forward is the adventure. And I've been very fortunate to have met these two lovely compatriots who have made this journey, this adventure, worth having. I may make it to retirement. I may not. But if I don't, it was time well served with great, great teammates.
Yes, I see. Another traveler. Someone looking for that last hurrah. I understand the impulse. I am a man of many years myself. Well, for you, something extraordinarily special. I was going to save it for myself, but I sense a kindred soul in you. And besides, I'm tired.
That's valid. That's totally.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually.
That's totally fair.
I will give you 2 gifts today.
Ooh.
The first, he hands you a small potion, a vial. Now this, you want that one last hurrah, that one last moment, that one last experience. Well, maybe I can give you just a little bit longer, a little bit more. Go ahead, drink up. As you drink, you drink a potion of longevity, and your face and skin begin to de-age 12 years.
Whoa! Wow.
Flynry, or Toddlheim, what happened to your face?
Merlin's beard.
So is this gonna be like a Captain America thing where you look 30 but you're using like 70-year-old euphemisms that like
Yeah.
You can look as old as you want. If you were 112, you could be 100, but he has essentially given you 12 more years
Wow.
to adventure, to explore.
That's pretty cool.
I was, like I said, I was saving it for myself, but I'm kind of a homebody anyway. It's better used on someone who's going to deliver us from the Arbiter.
I will do my best. Thank you.
I almost forgot. You can't leave here empty-handed. As he goes back to his forge and pounds on another piece of metal and brings you a small ring, perfect for the size of your finger. Just a golden ring, very plain, no symbols or ornateness to it at all. Just a plain gold band. You have more adventures left in you, especially now with the extra years. So I'd like to give you something to aid you in your travels as well. Something to heighten those adventures. Something to give you one last hurrah. And he will give you a dimensional loop. This is a piece of a whole. I'm not skilled enough to make the entire orrery of the Wanderer, but this is but a piece of a larger mechanism. But with this, you will be able to, live your best life. As this ring will allow you to use Dimensional Cloak as a bonus action to send your body through the material plane for 1 minute. So you'll have advantage on stealth, hiding. You'll impose disadvantage. So you can shift yourself kind of in and out of the physical plane. You can fold.
So you're Wraith.
You can.
I am Wraith.
That's really
Yes.
cool.
That's amazing.
You can fold space now a length of up to 60 feet in front of you. You'll be able to use this ring to treat it as if it was 5 feet. Be able to fold space upon itself. Each of these you can only use once per day, and then so you'll be able to move in that manner. You also get a +1 to your strength saving throws. I sent you a link to this item that you can search for in your character sheet.
Wow.
Yeah, these are priceless artifacts. Make no mistake. These are hard to come by, hard to forge. I just barely have the supplies to make them, but I sense goodness in you, and I sense that you will do what is right with these. That you will save us all.
We will do our best.
Yes.
Aye.
Thank you for your kindness.
Yes, well, like I said, I'm tired, so I'm going to go. As he,
This is what I look forward to getting old. Just, I'm tired. I gotta go.
he walks away, and he actually walks over by Lyris to this box here, and I don't know if he's mistaking it for a bed or if he just uses it as a bed. He just kind of lays down on the box and starts snoring instantly. Just and Lyris kind of rejoins your group. What a great honor. The seer hasn't made a magical item in over 25 years. He must see something very special inside of you.
Wow.
It's an honor to be
It is.
received by the seer.
Absolutely.
we're compatriots now. Your home is my home. Feel free to settle in for the night. I don't know where we go from here. Maybe we can have a discussion about that tomorrow. But maybe I like where we're heading. I like the cut of your jib. as he kind of just gives you like a little punch to the shoulder.
It's a strange thing to say. I've not heard that expression before.
Yes,
Must be not where I'm from.
yours too, I suppose.
Yes.
Well, it is. You'll learn a lot of phrases around here. I think. Two in the hand, one in the pantry.
That reminds me. Have you got a galley?
Yeah, absolutely. You can make your way back into the other room, and kind of the room to the south has been set up as a makeshift kind of dining room, kitchen. It's kind of everything is everywhere in this place. Everything's an armory, everything's a kitchen, but there's large stores of food over here. And as you walk in, a lot of these other NPCs, a lot of these other players, or these other soldiers are going to be actually moving in here as well. And notably, you recognize as you move down into this room, you recognize a shifty goblin rolling dice with an elf.
Oh.
I swear to God, you cheat me one more time. And the elf looking rather kind of smug. I would never. As he bows his hat and takes the goblin's coins in it and puts it back on his head and walks away. And
I
this.
think I know that little fella.
You roll perception here. He looks up at you wide-eyed. Oh shit! he is gonna bolt out of that room as fast as possible, not wanting to be contagious.
I suppose that I'll look at Locket, who's here, and watch it.
I suppose he's not yet vaccinated.
Yes.
You, as the night wanes on, there's discussions of food and friendship, and for a moment, the seriousness of the day lasts. But you still, especially you, Locket, you still remember in your mind the feeling of that hatred and that pure darkness inside of the Arbiter. And you, Toddlheim, you remember you cast this amazing fire spell, but you remember the cost at which you paid, the emotional, mental toll, the cost that summoning this kind of magic is forever burned on your soul. Things that you've done in your past. And Flynry, you're looking around disappointing that not everyone's in beast form. But you spin that compass rose in your hand and wonder, where will we go next? Where is my life going to take me? You're free to kind of wander around if you wish, or to spend your evening talking together. Space is yours to do with as you wish.
For only being a span of a week, I feel like I've lived several lifetimes by now.
I agree.
Do you
You're
really
absolutely
think
right.
the Arbiter would try to hurt the Grandmaster?
After what I've seen the Arbiter do, I wouldn't put it past him.
The Arbiter seems to be completely out of control.
Yes.
I think there's no knowing what he'll do.
Aye, he does. But what are we going to do about convincing the Grandmaster of his treachery?
We'll have to find the Grandmaster first.
We do.
Aye.
We have to. We have many allies here. It is not just the three of us. With all of these allies, we must be able to convince her of what the Arbiter has done.
I know that he has her trust. He seems to be all that he holds dear. As though he tries to plot to kill her at the same time. It seems a bit contradictory, but perhaps we can appeal to his sense of longing.
I did see a lot in him, a lot of anger and conflict. It seems he has a lot of things that he's holding on to.
Maybe we should ask about the relationship with his father.
Yes, there's a lot of built up things in there that I just couldn't, in one round, couldn't figure out. in 1 6-second round, I could not.
You know,
I
he
could not
doesn't
unpack.
strike me as the type of guy who had a very strong father figure.
I suppose not.
Probably
I
not.
mean, who with a good father figure would make an extremely large statue of themselves?
You know, I
Very
was
good
wondering the
point.
same thing.
Yes, I really,
Highly unusual.
if we were able to take that statue down, I think that really would have knocked him down a few.
He might help with his ego issues, that's for sure.
Yes.
He's quite full of himself. Do you
Yes,
suppose he's
say that again.
powerful?
I think when he was saying, when we fought him, that was only one portion of him. I actually believe him. The real him might be much more of a force to be reckoned with.
I certainly hope we're up to the task.
Yes.
We've all had some upgrades. And my eyes flashed yellow from the werewolf
Yes. Yes. Hopefully you can control that. I mean, you were able to that one time, but I hope for the future you won't. I don't know how this all works. I've never seen somebody be able to transform like that. But
I
I'm
think
sure
it's
it'll be
my
fine.
favorite quality of yours, Toddlheim.
Well, thank you. It's becoming a fast favorite of mine too.
And as you kind of chat on through the night about the future with the Arbiter, about what's passed and transpired that day, just letting everything kind of sink in and kind of overwhelm you, and sleep takes you, and you drift off, knowing that there are more fights to come in the days moving forward. You're not sure how long the fight will last, or if you'll even be successful. Perhaps you'll die. Maybe you'll never get to have that last adventure, that last travel. Maybe you'll never find your sister. Unsure of all these things and uncertain of this time. Those things weigh on you as you fade to black. As you're kind of a little bit of self-doubt, but relief that you're safe for the moment. Meanwhile, the Arbiter paces back and forth in his arena, waiting. What happened? This was my arena. I am God here. No one leaves without my say-so. As he looks down on his forces, the werewolves that have failed him, he reaches out a hand, turning back and changing time. As all around them, those werewolves grow old and white and gray and eventually become bones and dust, and his entire force of werewolves wiped out in a single turn of his hand. Dust flies through the air. Well, I guess it's starting from scratch then. Next time. As he looks at his own statue and at his own face, we will be victorious. And one day, we will rule D20 Deathmatch.